Welcome into the Cowboys Report. I am Tom Downey. Our Day 1 free agency special coming at you guys here. We'll break down any news, if there is any news to discuss on the Dallas Cowboys. They did lose a player. Other teams are making moves. If this turns into a safe space to vent fest, that is okay as well. Producer Patrick behind the scenes with you guys today as well. The pin poll right now. Will the Cowboys sign anyone today, including their own players? 1 for yes, 0 for no. Early results, 72% saying no, Patrick, which shouldn't be a surprise there at all. Sounds super hollow, by the way, just FYI. 1 for yes, 0 for no in the comment section. See, a lot of zeros in there. Barrett says no. Lord Nova, I'll believe it when I see it, Tom. Yeah. I mean, they might sign Donovan Wilson today. We'll see that actually ends up happening, but I don't know. That's really going to go down. So 1 for yes, 0 for no in the comments section. A super chat. To begin, we'll come back to that weigh-in here in a moment. Give Wagner what he was owed. $10 million a year isn't bad. I just watched Tremaine Edwards get $18 million just this moment in a 4-year, $72 million deal with the Chicago Bears. So that's how the market works. 4 years, $72 million for Edmonds and the Bears. Will the Cowboys sign anyone? 1 for yes, 0 for no. Producer Patrick, you going no?
I'm going no. I thought they would change the script this year, Tom. I thought it would switch it up this year. I was a little more
working
positive.
on something big, right? Nah, they're never working on something big.
No.
The yacht is in the Caymans right now, so that's where the boat's at. I assume at least one of the Jones boys is there as well.
Yeah, it's their
the yachts in the Caymans.
They're taking their annual vacation right now, Tom. You got to let them enjoy life.
There you go. $50 million guaranteed, by the way, for Tremaine Edmonds. So a little bit less than what Roquan Smith got from the Bears, which is kind of weird that
it is weird.
They just wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But they got a draft pick, too, which turned out well in the end there. All right, Super Chat. Hey, we will stay live today as long as the Supers come in, even if that's here till midnight. Sign DJ Chark. He's got the emoji did not come through. I don't know what it translated into, but he's got the crying face emoji. The receiver market so far has seen 0 deals. 0 deals at all at the wide receiver spot, which I think would be better for the Cowboys. The lack of business right now.
Does that mean OBJ? Would he be? Do you think he's going to wait till a guy like Juju goes, or do you think he could sign early where he's the one setting the market this year?
I think Odell Beckham, and we'll talk about this, I'm sure, has ridiculous expectations.
$20 million a year.
$20 million is absurd.
Yeah.
He's not worth that. He's barely worth half that amount of money. So I do not believe Odell Beckham makes sense at that current number. Now, if I can get one of them for 1 year 5, the Randall Cobb deal all over again. Maybe it's 1 year 6 now with the way the cap's gone up, or 1 year 7. I have interest.
Yeah.
Because I need speed. DJ Chark adds speed that I do not have to my roster. Will that happen?
Who knows?
They're in the Caymans. So I will, again, like Cool Sharky or someone else said, I will believe it when I see it. More Supers coming up, but first, today's Cowboys Report is sponsored by Athletic Greens. I take AG1 by Athletic Greens literally every day. Get comprehensive and convenient daily nutrition at athleticgreens.com/chatsports. I gave AG1 a try because I wanted better gut health and a supplement that actually tastes great. I take AG1 in the morning. It makes me feel prepared to take on my day, just like that. Once baby Olivia is all set up with her breakfast, I make my own AG1. I don't feel the need for caffeine in the morning anymore, and I feel energized throughout my day. Costs less than $3 a day, which I think is a pretty darn good deal. It's a really effective daily habit with the highest quality sourced ingredients. It's a win-win. If a comprehensive solution is what you need from your supplement routine, then Athletic Greens is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Go to athleticgreens.com/chatsports. That's athleticgreens.com/chatsports. Links in the comments section and the description of today's video. The big ups to Athletic Greens sponsoring today's show. $2 Super Chat. Stephen Hewitt. Hypothetically, same contract for D-Hop or Odell. Well, Hopkins.
Yeah.
That's a no-brainer. One of them is still proven to be a good receiver. One's coming off and not playing the entire year. And I think the contract will be much more significant for DeAndre Hopkins than Odell Beckham. All right, $5 Blood Slinger. We'll break down our super chat menu here in a moment. Shaq Mason, guard from Tampa. I would have interest. I will make note, the report already came out that Shaq Mason is available via trade. And 9 times out of 10, when that report comes out, it means the team involved isn't getting the type of contract offer or trade offers that they want. And there is a chance, if not likely chance, they end up getting cut. You saw the Cowboys do it right with Lyle Collins. They leaked the trade offers after no one was actually making offers. They had to cut him. They did not leak Amari Cooper interest, instead bodied him the entire time. So he might get cut. If you want to keep Tyler Smith at left tackle, I think Shaq Mason is a strong option for you, whether it's via trade or via free agency. From Chris B., the Jones boys deserve this vacation yacht trip. That James Washington, Dante Fowler deal has stressed them out. In about a week, we'll sign someone. Hey, maybe you'll bring back some of your own guys, Leighton Vander Esch, Donovan Wilson. But yeah, they're
James Washington, that's got to be a tough dude to sign, Tom. I mean, that's a lot.
It was your entire free agency class against the 49ers, the final playoff game, played 8 snaps for you.
Wow.
James Washington did not play. Ryan Neal did not play. And Dante Fowler played 8
What's
snaps.
the stat that you said the Super Bowl champ has spent?
I forget what the exact year is. I think it's like 7 or 8 years in a row now. The eventual Super Bowl champion has spent more money on one player guaranteed-wise in free agency than the Cowboys have spent guaranteed money in free agency, period. At a certain point,
that's an incredible stat.
At a certain point, you have to go, maybe it's not the children who are wrong and it's me. Because that's what we're doing here. They've got to get that figured out. All right, Ecuador man, AOG, then we'll break down our super chat menu. Countdown till the running backs costing this team $28 million, not long. The Cowboys are about 48 hours away from having Ezekiel Elliott cost almost $17 million, Tony Pollard costing about $10.1 million, and Malik Davis being on your roster, which, to be clear, is a joke. If the Cowboys have not made a decision with Ezekiel Elliott by Wednesday this time, when the new league year begins, that is an organizational failure across the board. You are pissing away money if that's the route you take. Make your decision. There is nothing that's going to change between now and then to go, maybe Zeke is worth it. No, he's not. Cut him or give him a significant pay cut. There is no in between. Make up your mind, Cowboys. That is the first of several rants I suspect today.
Tom is about to go in.
It's just ridiculous. So, here's our super chat menu. Any super chat, shout out. $5, we owe 2. It's a beer cheers. 2 of them. $20, we'll get hammered.
Let's do it.
Steve's got the vodka too.
At the Tito's on
We'll
deck.
get hammered.
We each got our own bottle today.
Yeah, again, we will stay live on throughout the day as long as supers come in. $50, you can slap me with the tortilla. I should be in the fridge. If not, we'll do a hand slap. $100, I have the beer hat here. We'll put you in the Cowboys beer hat of honor. I think from an ease perspective, though, I'm just going to beer bong.
Yeah?
It's just easier, it's faster, and in theory, there'll be more supers coming in. But we will put your initials, though, on the Cowboys beer hat of honor. Let's bring back this weigh-in. It's time. It is free agency after all. Who are we sending the energy for to sign in free agency? Throw the name in the comments. I'll give some shout-outs here. Keep it realistic, because the energy being spent on, Tremaine Edmonds was never going to be worthwhile. He's a Bear now. Orlando Brown, unrealistic. Jessie Bates, unrealistic. Keep it realistic on that front. I'll give some shout-outs here. We got DeAndre Hopkins. It's a trade. I'll allow it. Kind of don't think they're going to, though. It's just not their MO. That's not their MO. They don't do that anymore.
For a third?
I think it's a second in the end.
A second?
I don't think it's a third. I know the Ramsey trade was upset people, but I think he wanted to be in Miami. Bobby Wagner. It's a good name. Wagner again. Austin Hooper. Do you need Austin Hooper, though? Let Dalton Schultz leave for bigger money. Chargers? Maybe soon. And then just draft someone, whatever round it is. It's fine. A lot of Bobby Wagner's in there. Respect it. The occasional OBJ. Hammer UK. What sort of comp pick could the Cowboys get for McGovern? I saw the number there. Let me see if I can find it. I think it's a 5th. Let me double check. I think it's a 5th they'd be in line for here. Let me see if anyone's updating it. Yeah, over the cap is. Hold on here. Let me check. I believe it's a 5th, but let me be certain on that one. That's not what I'm looking for. That's not it. I'm just going to look here real quick because I think it's worthwhile. It's a good question. Let's see here. It will net you a comp pick. It's a matter of what the comp pick ends up being here. Here we go. I got it. Tentatively a 5th right now. That will change as other deals get signed, but tentatively you're in that 5th round range. Could change if you sign an outside free agent too. That would be negated, but between guys like Dalton Schultz, should be okay to get at least one comp pick back. So ever changing. For now, a 5th rounder for Connor McGovern, a 3-year, $23 million deal, by the way, with the Buffalo Bills. I see Bobby Wagner. I see DJ Chark, Bobby Wagner, OBJ, Calais Campbell. That's a good name there, too. Bobby Wagner, James Washington, Brandon Cooks in there. You guys are trolling. It's fun, though. Robbie Gould. Hey, if you want a kicker, sure. It's a kicker. I'd be kind of mad if that was your big move. A kicker. Darius Slay. Isaiah Simmons. It's not realistic.
I saw Thielen.
I kind of think you have one in Michael Gallup already.
Yeah.
Like, where's Thielen best at?
Big slot.
Red zone.
Yeah, and red zone, too.
You have one in Michael Gallup. So, T.Y. Hilton, sure. Kyle Pitts, not going to happen. James Bradberry, not going to happen. Jerry Jeudy, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
But I doubt it. All right, Chris B., a super chat. Zeke staying at $17 million. Front office sucks. If Zeke stays at $17 million, I might just delete the whole damn channel. There's no point. It's an unserious move. If he's on the roster Wednesday at his cap hit, it is an unserious organization. That is where we were at if that's the route the Cowboys choose to pursue. It doesn't make sense to keep Zeke at his current contract.
So that would be $28 million for running backs?
29 once you include Malik Davis.
I mean, that's got to be the highest.
That's more than you're paying Dak, or like the same amount of money. Come on.
Just at the running back position.
For a 4-yard per carry back. Get out of here. That's a horrible idea. If they pursue that, we can bump that like number up to 350. That would be an embarrassment if that's the route they chose to pursue. So I hope it's not going to be the case. There's a little bit of time here. There's 48-ish hours, but the Cowboys have to make a decision at some point in the near future on that standpoint. All right, our goal right now, we're changing our like goal. We want half the people watching to like the video. Half. That's a reasonable expectation. Right now, we are at 77 likes. The goal is 350, which was 700 when we started. It's a bit higher now, so it's a little bit under 50%. Get that changed. If you want the Cowboys to do something.
I'll take a shot if we get there right now. This is a lofty goal. I'll take a shot if we get there right now. We're closing in pretty fast.
I'll do one too.
Let's do it. Group shots if we get to 350.
350. We'll spend some time here. It's half the audience. Half of you watching right now. All we need you to do is like the video. It's free. It's easy. We'll update that need number throughout the show. 350 likes is all we're asking for. That is it. We are at 198 right now. We are gaining ground. So if every single person watching likes it, we blow by that number. Just like that. It is that simple. So like the video, 231 we're at right now, so we are 120-ish away here. There's actually 727 watching live right now, so the number is under 50%. It's not that hard, guys. If you want me to, I was told I had to wait to swear a little bit. Okay. I'll start swearing tonight. I will.
You guys can get unfiltered time pretty fast.
Look, it's 3:16 Central Time. The Cowboys have done
Nada.
Nothing. Jack shit at this point. No cussing.
No cussing yet.
As I just said the S word.
No cussing yet.
No more cussing. Once we get to 350 likes, I will take the filter off me and I'll be able to swear here. We are at 283. We're gaining ground.
We're getting there.
I see some supers with those here in a little bit too, but I think we can get there.
I think we can. I think we're doing it.
I refuse to move off this.
I'm gonna pour it up already.
Ooh, that's an aggressive move.
This is like the pre-Fetty shake, but I'm gonna put my faith in the Cowboys fans right now.
You gonna wear
away.
You gonna wear the Dolphin suit if you don't get the 350?
No, I actually don't want to give them that incentive to see me in the Dolphin suit.
Inside of 50 likes away. Let's get there. 307 on the likes here. 350. We'll resume today's show. Hit all the super chats that are coming in. We'll show the super chat menu here after this. Just one more time here to let you guys know what you're getting here. 314. We're making ground up.
Come on.
We're close. We're almost 30 likes away. There are 700 plus people watching live right now. 50% of you.
Let's go.
That is it. All we are asking for. So like that video right now. Seep's got the shot glass. Ooh. Close for 2022 away.
Ooh, now we're
we're 19
away.
19. Hashtag 19? Math. Can't do math. Let's get to 13.
No, we're 13 away.
Now we're 13 away.
Now we're 13.
Maybe you're ahead of me. I'm gonna open it.
5 away now.
I'm gonna open it. 1 away.
One away.
We got this. There it is.
We did it. Let's go.
There we go.
Now
we got there.
Cheers to you guys.
Shot time.
Cheers to Jerry Jones.
Like my 5th one of the day.
Let's go.
No cheers to Jerry. All right. We got there. Super chat menu. All the supers will hit right now. All right. Any super chat is a shout out. The larger the super chat, the more time we'll spend on it, the more reward you get. $5, beer cheers. 20, another shot. $50, tortilla slaps. We got a couple left here. I can slap Patrick. Patrick can slap me. We'll have some fun there. $100, beer bong. And your name goes on the Cowboys Beer Hat of Honor. Get those supers in. The bosses said, as long as the supers come in, I don't have to go home. I can stay here on air all day long. So did my wife. She signed off on it too. So we're in cooking with gas on that front. All right,
let's go.
Chris B, cheers to you. Jerry's saying we can't spend money because of that quarterback contract. The Chiefs spent $80 million on a tackle and probably aren't done. What a joke.
It's a good point.
You're not wrong. And not only that,
seriously,
a tackle I don't think it's that good.
He's overpaid a little bit.
Like, he's a right tackle, you're not going to play left tackle. They made the top 5, it would be the highest paid right tackle ever, and the top 5 highest paid left tackle. That's what the Chiefs did. Like, and they spent big money last year on a guard. Like, this idea that you can't spend money with a high-paid quarterback is a lie.
Yep.
The Joneses are lying to you. They are scapegoating anybody not named themselves. And you're right, the Chiefs probably aren't done yet.
No.
They might trade up in round 1. They'll be aggressive. And I get it. Mahomes is obviously better than Dak. They're paying him more on the cap and in the actual money that they're giving him per year. So this idea that they can't do it is a fraudulent accusation. It is a lie from the Jones boys. Richard Lee, Tom, check in on the yacht. They are in the Caymans.
Is that confirmed?
The yacht's in the Caymans right now.
Okay.
Been there for a couple days. It is. The problem is free agency overlaps with the start of spring break.
For the
so everyone goes. So they go on vacation.
See, bring the free agents out to them on vacation. I mean, that would be obviously the tampering period.
You will never catch me on vacation on day 1 of free agency.
No.
You will never catch me there.
And the owner of the Cowboys is. Think about that.
It's a freaking joke. All right, Andrew Vanderpool, $5. Is the Hendon Hooker interest real? Diehard Vols fan named my son after their stadium. So, Neyland Stadium?
Double check that.
I gotta remember which. I think it's Neyland. Yeah, it's Neyland Stadium. I'm right.
Neyland Stadium.
But I still rather have Dak. I mean, you would rather have Dak. He's better.
Yeah.
I think the interest is real. Interest in where they might have to take him, I'm not so sure. If he's there in the 4th, maybe the 3rd, different conversation.
Would this just be you take him, sit him for a year, then you move off Dak?
I think it's a we like the player day 3 backup type. Like Kenton Hooker will not attack the middle of the field. He's just outside stuff. It was a Mickey Mouse offense. So I wouldn't be like too locked in to Hendon Hooker being the star. Like, I think he's fine. I think he's a nice player. But he's 25 years old, or at least will be, coming off an injury, who needs a year to adjust the NFL.
First time starting.
This like idea that I saw someone say, sit him for 2 years. So I'm starting a 27-year-old as a rookie. Basically, I can't get on board with that in the 2nd round. 3rd round, maybe. 4th round, sure. Cheers to you, Andrew.
Jeremy Maclin.
Jeremy Maclin, is this
the real Jeremy Maclin?
Real Jeremy Maclin? Chiefs getting better, and the Cowboys on vacation. They are indeed the Cowboys. They are on vacation. They're not here.
That's incredible.
They're gone. They're the yachts in the Bahamas. I assume they are too. They do it every year. Freaking joke, man. Cheers to you, Jeremy. From JWJ. Tom, if we sign free agents an iota of how well we draft, this team would be unstoppable. In the meantime, you're so locked in on investing money in your own guys, but also winning the deal that you don't sign them. There's a real chance you lose Donovan Wilson today or tomorrow or whenever. That's a very real outcome for this Cowboys team.
Yeah.
Because they're lowballing. They and I'll be honest, they got lucky, and maybe I'll give them some credit here, but they got lucky that Jaron Kearse stuck around.
True.
They lowballed him, and it worked out because nobody else stepped up to the offer sheet. But like, if they had not, if anyone else had offered more money, he's gone. This idea of, you know what, we're just going to pay, we're going to keep Dan Quinn, everyone will take less money. It's just not.
Do you think they bank on the fact that it's like teams would want to go to the Cowboys because it's the Cowboys?
That's what they think. They think you should take a discount for putting the star on your helmet.
Just because of the star, yeah.
And that is a joke. This is not how NFL players do business.
No, it's not how they think, yeah.
And especially now we haven't won a title in 28 years.
Yeah.
So it's a safe space to vent, folks. Keep the super chats coming.
I think a good example of that is just Von Miller last year. You undersell him. You don't give him the contract he wanted. He ended up in Buffalo, New York.
I got hurt, so it was worthwhile. Also, quick note. You see the Jermaine Pratt deal at the bottom of your screen, 3 years, $21 million. Quincy Williams came in at a similar number. TJ Edwards, all within a couple $1 million of each other. I think that's your rough Leighton Vander Esch range.
That's what you think?
$7-ish million.
Yeah.
Somewhere in that range. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less.
They'll break anytime soon.
Yeah. All right, Jimmy Productions, $5. Tom, cheers. What's your second favorite NFL team since the Cowboys let us down? Bengals. Which in most years, they also break my heart.
Yeah.
And also, the same team.
Yeah.
They do business similarly. Every now and then they'll sign someone.
Different is, it's Cincinnati, Ohio, and
Dallas.
It is.
Like, you can't be the same team in Cincinnati and in Dallas.
No.
You can't be. Like, it's just, is either quarterback good enough to overcome everything else about that team?
Yeah.
Joe Burrow almost was a year ago. Mm-hmm. Once he's making $50 million,
Last year the Bengals were way more aggressive in free agency.
They signed Alex Kappa. They did some things. They signed Chidobe Awuzie. They actually spent for the first time in a long time. This year, also quiet. Jay Elam. Jones on a yacht. They won't do shit today or any day until the draft. They'll sign somebody allegedly.
Allegedly.
Don't know who it's going to be.
Yeah.
I don't. I think they're going to work on their own guys. There are some people who will be like, that's fine. They're going to sign their own players. That's a big splash. It's not. You cannot count a re-signing as a big splash move.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Well, they're going to count the Leighton Vander Esch re-sign if that is it.
They're going to come up here and say, we focused on our own guys. We brought back Leighton Vander Esch. We didn't want to overcommit our salary cap money, etc. Blah, 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 blah. We're going to be fine. We're going to win the draft. We got that CeeDee Lamb, that Micah Parsons deal coming. It's a joke.
Yeah.
It's a joke. So cheers to you, Jay. I think I did a beer cheers for that one. Corbin, what's the cap looking like in Dallas? Bear down. Technically speaking, whatever they want it to be.
Yeah.
They can free up another 10. It's about 12. Call that 20 million like that.
So if they were going to cut Zeke, that would it be a post or pre?
Either.
It's
a little bit more savings post June 1st. That pays for your draft class, so it's fine.
See, why wouldn't they have just gotten that done today? Like, why are we waiting on this? Like,
there is, you know what Zeke is.
Yeah.
He is 3.9 yards per carry, great in short yardage, red zone, has good nose for the end zone, not a good pass catcher, injury prone. Call it what it is. He's been hurt for 2 years in a row now. Lacks burst.
Yeah, and it's only probably going to get worse from here. You don't see running backs, take a step forward once they hit their wall.
Especially with the workload he's had, no.
Yeah.
My big concern, my deep down concern is this team's going to be like, all right, we're going to bring back Zeke on like a $3 million deal, whatever, $4 million, which is like still double what he should be making. They'll keep Pollard franchise, and then round one they'll go, well, Bijan's the best guy on our board.
Don't.
And they'll invest
no way.
They'll invest their 2 biggest deals in draft pick and capital in the running back spot.
Bijan, Pollard, and Ezekiel Elliott.
So you're just pissing away your biggest asset somehow. So cheers to you, Corbin. Lord Nova, Jerry's waiting until the bottom of the barrel free agency. The more things change, the more they stay the same.
He likes his budget guys.
They like them. Stupid.
Yeah.
Their hit rate is awful, by the way.
On like the late day free agency.
Let me see if I can find the notes here. I got it buried somewhere. If you want to read the next super chat here, because I got it saved somewhere.
Jeremy Chugg's burner saying Jerry knows we're all watching in anticipation. I mean, he has to know. Like, he has to understand that Cowboys fans are just on the edge of their seats to do anything today, and they just have been quiet. I mean, the fact that at least a Leighton Vander Esch or a Donovan Wilson signing hasn't happened yet today, I think that's a red flag. Do you think
they let the market? The problem is they talk about the market and not letting themselves being dictated by the market. They talk about this with Dak for a long time. Like, we don't want to set the market. Then the market sets them.
Well, that's exactly what they're doing right now.
That's what they're doing. They don't want to set the market. They say, we're not going to pay you that. And 9 times out of 10, the exception is the Jaron Kearse deal.
Yeah.
They come back and go, all right, we'll cave. They want to win the deal so badly, they lose the deal in the short term.
So are you leaning a little more Donovan Wilson, Leighton Vander Esch are leaving now?
I'm 50-50.
You're still 50-50?
It's been quiet. I'm worried about the Giants right now at off-ball linebacker. I know that the Giants want one. Market just dried up real quick.
Yeah, seriously. Also, one note.
Maybe they get Bobby Okereke and we all feel better.
David Onyemata, bottom of your screen. To me, that was a massive overpay. The Dalvin Tomlinson, he could be getting a lot more money now.
I think if you want a DT, it's going to cost you at least $12 million.
Yeah, and then
that kind of sucks. That's a lot of money.
Who's the one? Dre'Mont Jones?
He's going to get 17.
He might get 17 too.
He is not a Cowboy.
Yeah.
He's going to be a Bear. Chris B, part of me wishes we sucked at drafting because of us doing nothing in free agency. Everyone will see how awful our front office we'd be picking top 5 every year. In all seriousness, if you take away Romo and Dak from this team, they are a bottom 5 team.
Mm-hmm. True.
Like, they had a decent player in Dalton, and they won 7 games.
Yeah.
So your quarterbacks, plural, have saved you.
Yeah.
Now, Rush saved you for a bit this year, which is awesome, but it's not great. Also, the free agency signings. Mm-hmm. I will let you determine if it was a good deal or a bad deal. You count the good, I'll count the bad.
All right.
Dante Fowler, 1 year, $3 million. Good deal, bad deal.
Probably bad.
He played 8 snaps for you. It was fine.
I mean, yeah. It's
fine deal. Played 8 years. James Washington, 1 year, 1.2.
Just bad.
Bad deal. So I'll count it as a clear bad deal.
Right.
Keanu Neal, 1 year, $4 million.
He played a good amount.
He got benched on the stretch. Bad deal.
Okay, bad deal.
Terrell Basham, 2 years, 5.5. He ain't done shit.
4.
Jaron Kearse, 1 year, 1.1. Awesome deal.
Yeah, that has to be a good deal.
One obvious great deal coming in the middle. Gerald McCoy got hurt, didn't play a snap for you.
5.
Dontari Poe took fatties only too seriously. Sad face.
Okay.
Greg Zuerlein, 3 years, $7.5 million.
Kicker.
He kind of killed you. Clinton Dix, 1 year, 3.75. Didn't even play for you. Got cut. Randall Cobb, 1 year, 5. That was a good deal.
Okay.
He cashed in later. Jason Witten, 1 year, 4.25. I want to say good, but he was cooked.
Yeah, he was cooked. I remember.
So that's also a re-signing too, kind of. So I'm not going to count it anyway.
Okay.
Christian Covington, you're going to go, who the hell's that, right?
Yeah.
1 year, 2.5.
Okay.
No. Alan Hearns, 2 year, 12.
Who the hell is that?
He got hurt.
Yeah.
No. Deontay Thompson, that was the wide receiver by committee that they tried again this year, $1.8 million. Bad. Joe Thomas, 2 years, 3.6. 5 years of free agency signings, and there's one, maybe 2 or 3 obviously good ones.
13 bad, 2 shaky ones.
That's bad.
Bad.
They suck at free agency. And at a certain point, you got to go, you know what?
And that's incredible.
Maybe we should change something. It's fraudulent to not make a change there. All right, Michael Bradigan, cheers to you. I love Micah bashing the Joneses on Twitter right now.
I have not seen that. Micah is the best follower on Twitter.
So Micah is an overtweeter.
I love it. He's a great tweeter.
I say this, Micah, I love you. Stop tweeting so much. You're just going to get in trouble. He's not wrong.
No,
I want to emphasize that. His tweets right now are not wrong.
He's just being honest.
But he's got to chill a little bit.
Yeah.
He's too honest for his own good.
What has he said? He just said, what is Jerry?
He's like, wow, look at the Niners defense. How do you get all the guys you want? He's got FOMO. He's missing out.
Yeah.
And it's not fair. Also, some breaking news. Jessie Bates is a Falcon.
Wow.
As expected.
We
all knew he was a Falcon.
Crazy.
Oh, what's up? You're good. He is a Falcon. No surprise there on Jessie Bates. So, all right. I've been glad to agree with you, Micah. Michael on Micah. Here's what's going to happen, though. In two years now, when he's due for his new deal, they're going to be like, oh, we'll scapegoat Micah now. And that's the problem. And he's not going to give him a team-friendly deal.
Yeah.
If they wanted to spend money, maybe they would make something happen with Micah on a slightly more team-friendly deal.
I mean, you got to think about Micah's
But he's sitting there watching we're not doing anything. Why would I take less?
And he sees
for what?
It's going to be Bosa, Armstead, and Hargrave on that D-line in San Francisco.
Micah knows ball. He's like, wow, that's a really good football team.
Yeah.
He knows ball. It's fine. By the way, 4 years, $16 million at safety for Jessie Bates.
Yep.
Per year. Again, no. Bengals just lost both safeties, by the way.
Oh,
Von Bell was Panthers, so there you go. Jessie Bates, 4 years, $64.02 million. Hey, we're giving me the NFL news, too. The epic red beard.
Oh, no, we missed Crispy.
We actually both owe a beer cheers here.
Oh, yeah. You actually want
Do you need a beer?
snag me one?
I got you one, yeah.
Thank you.
I'll always get more later.
And we didn't read out this crispy bacon one.
Crispy bacon. Pour one out for me, Tom. Into my mouth.
Cheers, Crispy.
Jerry's going to win free agency again. He's not going to spend money to make this team better, and he'll still sell tickets and sip on the tears of the fans as he's counting the dollars. I mean, look, we're all here, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're all here hoping and wishing and praying for our team to do something. I understand the frustration over the lack of stuff going down. I really, truly do. Back to Jessie Bates. We're going to go to the big player 03 here.
Yeah.
Just a generic note here. I don't think this deal has any impact on the Donovan Wilson standpoint. I don't think there's any overlap there, nor do I think that Tremaine Edmonds has any impact on the Leighton Vander Esch deal. We don't, again, 4 years, $64.02 million for Jessie Bates. As expected, we said this for weeks now on our NFL channel. He is a Falcon.
He's been a Falcon
He has been a Falcon for a while. It was just a matter of making the money work and not making it tampering. He was hanging out with the Falcons players 2 weeks ago. It was a done deal. Does not impact Donovan Wilson. We do not yet know the money on Von Bell. I think the Von Bell contract is going to determine what things look like for Donovan Wilson. I think that will have a bigger influence there. I would not be surprised if if there's a $4 million per year gap between the Cowboys and Donovan Wilson. As a hypothetical number. No sourcing there. But I think there might be a gap. All right, the epic red bead. Israel Jones, they're not interested in free agents. They are only interested in drafting players. Who do you desperately want to re-sign? I mean, I would like to keep Donovan Wilson. Mm-hmm. I'm open to keeping Leighton Vander Esch. Frankly, everyone else, I don't need them.
Yeah.
Like Luke Gifford, okay, Brett Maher, okay. They correctly let McGovern leave. Like Dalton Schultz, Jason Peters. I do want to bring back Avion Collins, but he's gonna be cheap. He's gonna be 1 year vet minimum for a backup offensive lineman. I wouldn't mind keeping Jonathan Hankins and/or Carlos Watkins, but those guys aren't make or break for me.
Yeah.
I can go find somebody else. Like, it's kind of Wilson and Vander Esch. And if you don't keep them, okay, you got big needs there. So
what's your dream contract for Leighton Vander Esch right now?
3 years, $20 million.
3 years, $20 million.
So basically the TJ Edwards.
TJ Edwards one,
which I think would be a team friendly contract.
Yeah.
Because they both played well last year, and Edwards has had one good year.
Yeah.
So I think that's within the range there. It's free agency, weird stuff happens, but we'll see. Winston Shan with my high school / grade school profile picture.
No, I didn't even know.
Over under 7 days, Cowboys do something. Is it an outside hire or signing, or is it internal? If it's internal, it is the under.
It has to be under.
Outside,
that's a tough one. The Cowboys. Oh, I don't know. That's a good question.
Under.
You're gonna go under?
We're gonna be positive.
Let's
damn
go.
it.
Be positive.
We're gonna be positive.
Love it.
Hey, if you lose Donovan Wilson, just bring me Juan Thornhill.
Yeah.
No cowards allowed.
No cowards.
Bring him back. Bring back what should have been a Cowboys legend there. Ugh. All right, Jeremy chugs his burner, $5. Cheers. Will this cheap free agency approach eventually pay off, or do this dance forever? Here's the problem, guys. It has been a decade since you had an expensive free agency plan. Seriously, think back to the last time the Cowboys actually made a splash in free agency. It was Brandon Carr, 2012. That is the last time you made a big splash move. You tried to sign Sammy Watkins a few years ago. That ended up not happening, and I would say for the better. Because remember, you tried to sign Nnamdi Asomugha. Now an actor, by the way.
Really?
He's actually done I saw him. He was in an actual movie. I forget. I think he was like a lead in something. It was Sylvie's Love. I never saw it, but he was a lead in that movie. And I think he's also the lead in The Good Nurse, which I have not watched. But he's an actual movie lead now.
Yeah.
But he was terrible in Philadelphia as a free agent. Nnamdi Asomugha was your big attempt. You miss him. Next year, you signed Brandon Carr. You gave him a 5-year, $50 million deal, and you were in shambles because he played a little bit more like a high-end 2 than a 1.
Yeah.
He was the defensive version of Doug Free. That's a throwback name for you guys. But he was actually fine, and they've used that as we can't have it anymore. And they have never signed anybody big since then.
You never know. Bobby Wagner, OBJ. What if they're on the yacht right now? OBJ on the yacht? I could see that picture coming out in a couple hours now.
I don't want to give him big money. He can't stay healthy. He also wants $20 million, so no.
Jerry would give him $20
Look, it's a fair question there, Jeremy. I appreciate that. Ecuador man AOG, where is Ryan Nall? Let's get a weigh in here, too. We're a bit behind there. Ryan Nall is still unsigned. Remember, if you guys don't remember Ryan Nall, the Cowboys signed him in free agency last year. That's right, they did. They signed him in April. He got hurt and was put on IR and then waived, and he's done nothing in the NFL since then. That was their big pickup. Their third pickup was Ryan Nall. Never even got camp stuff going.
Wow.
Absolute joke. Now, if you want the Cowboys to do something, anything, even just re-signing Donovan Wilson here on day 1 of NFL free agency, spam your me's in the comments section. We'll give some shout-outs here. I'm going to sip some water, too.
Spam it, guys.
Spam the me's.
Get the good energy going to Jerry Jones right now. He's watching. Go ahead
and put on sub-only chat, too. We're going sub-only chat as well because 1,000 people watching live right now. We don't need
Only the real ones in here.
only the real ones. Yeah, no bots, no spammers. All right, rapid fire here. All right, Busch Gardens, Gangsta Big Chungus, Alex, Clayton, Bad Day, JR, Trucking with Mike, Jeremy Chucks' Burner, Mojo the Only, JR, Jolin, Ecuador Man, join the DAC side, Big J, JR, Brian, Ecuador Man, Chris, JR, Jace, Clayton, Ecuador Man, Gavin, Brian, Brett, Lyric, Gangsta, Joe, Alex, Clayton, Chris, Andrew, Raina, Jonathan, Thexan Third, Dennis, Clayton, King Trill, Gavin, Leroy Pearson Jr., MG's burner account wants the Cowboys to do something. That's funny. Tony Perez, Kosi, Zach Watson, Brendan, Chris, Frost, Joe, Father of Dragons, Dallas Cowboys 23, Mario, Ian, Nick McLean, James Castillo, Joe Chada, Cody Caldwell, Lone Wolf, Orez Whiskery, Giuseppe Crocker, Joe, Albert, Jay Woosley, the R, Orez, James, Jeremy, Joshua, John, Lake Show, Gangsta, Jason, Ian, and BK2PA1. Keep the me's coming. Some more super chats. Hero Cool. Tom, who was left in free agency? The Cowboys this time need to get someone this free agency. Lots of names, actually. Let me do this. I'm just going to pull up my my top 50 list here. I'm not going to make you build it out, but I'll just read it off. My initial list of top 50 targets, which are from the one that we did like a couple days ago on the channel. All of the receivers are there. Yeah. None of them have signed. Not a single receiver has signed yet. That is significant. Dalvin Tomlinson, Poona Ford, A'Shawn Robinson, Sheldon Rankins, Fletcher Cox, Matt Ioannidis, Greg Gaines, John Kaminsky, Bobby Wagner, Eric Kendricks, Juan Thornhill, Taylor Rapp, Nasir Adderley, Marcus Davenport, Frank Clark, Robert Quinn, Arden Key, Bud Dupree, Ben Banaghu, JPP, Chase Winovich is off the list. Ben Powers is off the list. Cam Irving, Will Hernandez, Isaiah Wynn. Cam Sutton is off the list. Yep. Patrick Peterson, Byron Murphy, Isaiah Oliver, Emmanuel Mosley, Damian Harris, Jamal Williams, Taylor Heineke, Teddy Bridgewater, Carson Wentz, Baker Mayfield, Case Keenum is off the list. So 47 guys on my list are there still.
I can see Patrick Peterson coming to Dallas.
We've played this game for 2 years now.
Yeah.
I'm like, could he come to Dallas?
Pepe?
Every year it's like, no, it's not the route that they end up going. So we'll see. Giants. 2 moves. Ready?
Ooh, here we go.
All right. Move number 1. The Giants have signed defensive tackle Rakeem Nunez-Roches, the former Bucs defensive lineman, backup player. You just mentioned Patrick Peterson.
Where'd he go?
He is a Steeler.
No
yes.
way.
Patrick Peterson. To Pittsburgh. So cross him off your list. Like I said, that's for 2 years, and they never signed him.
Right as I say, Patrick Peterson.
Patrick Peterson is a Steeler. That one is very interesting on that front. As it relates to corner, I don't think they're going to sign anybody.
Wow.
I think they're going to stand pat. I think they're going to wait for the draft. And by the way, Anthony Brown might not sign until later on in free agency, coming off the Achilles there. All right, Jeffrey Ward.
We go shots for the man, Jeffrey.
You're doing the shot. Hey, Tom, I've seen this story too many times. Cowboys get excited. Who think he's free agency? Jerry and Steven are still from the burn of Brandon Carr, which they are, but they also shouldn't be. Like Carr was not bad for you. Mm-hmm. We act like he was Nashawn Wright, Kelvin Joseph out there.
Yeah, do you think they just have PTSD from just all the signings?
Honestly, I just think they just don't want to spend money. They are so concerned about the money 2 years from now. They don't care about the money now. And even though the roster drastically changes every 2 years, it is almost a 60% change every 2 to 3 years.
And Jerry loves paying his guy. I mean, I can imagine as an owner, GM, you want him to be like your draft pick. I want to pay that guy. I drafted him. I've been all in on him since day one. He just takes that a little too seriously.
They want to prove they were right. Mm-hmm. And that continues to be a problem for them in the short term and the long term. And frankly, the new Joneses, Steven, and Charlotte, mm-hmm. They don't want to be aggressive. They just don't want to do that. Somewhat notable signing here, also off the board. I'll make sure I get the pronunciation if I can here.
Oh, yeah.
Omonia Okoronkwo, the Texans edge / Rams edge, has signed a deal with the Browns, 3 years, $19 million.
Wow.
Some buzz, you're going to get some good money. He does. But Jeffrey, look, you're not wrong, my friend. Cheers to you. Cool Sharky, $5. Get those supers up, guys. Every year or two, we restructure Dak, Zeke, Zach, and Tyron, and just use saving to resign our own guys. Not getting better at any spot. Every offseason, don't you want to get better? And if you're only banking on the draft while losing players every year in free agency because you do a great job with the comp pick standpoint, are you getting better? Or are you just kind of hovering around 10 wins a year?
Yeah.
So that's what they've been. They have been among the best teams at maintaining their 9+ win standard when their quarterback is healthy. They have one of the best winning percentages even after the dynasty ended. Like, that's a big factor there.
Yeah.
Also, update, let's go to Dante Fowler here. Josina Anderson says the Cowboys are working hard to get an agreement done with Dante Fowler. They want him back. He wants you back. Have to still close it, though. I don't know if I want Dante Fowler back.
Yeah. How many were you said?
Make the Wayne. Do you want to re-sign Dante Fowler? He played 8 snaps for you.
Yeah.
I want to get a quick tweet off here.
Dante Fowler, that's the big report coming out right now?
Yeah. I just don't like that. I can't get on board with that. That's still in the rumor category, so stay tuned.
It's got to be a minimal deal, though, right?
Legitimately, I would let him walk. I would let Dante Fowler walk.
What was he supposed to command?
Like, played 8 snaps versus the 49ers. Like, I don't need to invest in my 4th edge.
Yeah.
Or it's even my 5th edge.
Hey, maybe they heard they heard Micah tweeting. He needs some help.
That does not move the needle for me. Like, okay, if he wants to sign like $2 million, $3 million, that's fine. I can get on board with that. But like, you have Sam Williams. Are you going to cut Dorrance Armstrong? If you cut Dorrance Armstrong, different conversation. But like, that does not move the needle for me at all. Again, the report from Josina Anderson. Cowboys working hard to bring back Dante Fowler. They want him back. He wants to be back. We'll see if it actually gets done, though. And if it doesn't, I'm not upset. Because he played 8 snaps for you in your most important game of the year. He's a backup defensive end. That role's valuable. I could draft somebody on day 3. I can give more snaps to Sam Williams, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. So, do you want Dante Fowler back? Y for yes, N for no. If it's cheap,
I'm curious.
Look, the problem we've always have is
you can also, I feel like in the NFL, you can never have too many edges. I mean, just keep these guys fresh, rotating a lot. I mean, it just is going to have to come down to the deal. With a lot of these contracts it just comes down to how much you're paying these guys.
Like, I'm never mad about a short-term cheap deal.
Yeah.
But you can't only do short-term cheap deals.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the sum of the parts do not add up properly.
Yeah.
So 1 year, $3 million. Do it again. That's fine. That's fine. But if we're giving more than that, gonna cut Dorrance Armstrong here? Is that what we're doing? Is it? I'm not so sure. If they do sign him, we'll just do like player card, the weigh-ins, grade it, one-word reaction, list 4 stat, depth chart, and we can make a cut so someone can destroy it. But that's if they sign him, of course.
This could be the first move.
I'm going to make it the pin poll here because 76% voted no, by the way, which I appreciate here.
For them making the move?
Of any move coming. No. Do you want to re-sign Dante Fowler? Fowler, Van Der Esch, and Wilson have been the 3 most linked re-signings, which, like, okay. Doesn't really move the needle for me, though, does it? Jimmy Productions, we are the Dallas Cowboys and are the Athletics.
Moneyball.
Moneyball.
Moneyball Cowboys.
Moneyball. Imagine being Moneyball when you are the Dallas freaking Cowboys.
It's
kind of fraudulent.
What if it's a bit? What if it's a bit?
It's been a bit for 20 years.
And he's just riding it out.
Got to move on at some point.
The bit can't die.
It's just, oof. JT, $5. Cheers. I don't know how you guys still make a good show about the Cowboys when they do nothing. Props to you. Alcohol helps.
Yeah.
$5, beer cheers. Let's go to the menu again here, too, because we got a lot of $2 ones. You guys are killing me. Bump those numbers up.
We're going to have some type of entertainment here. Cowboys doing nothing.
Super chat, shout out. $5, beer cheers. 20 for shots. Seeps did one earlier.
Hell yeah.
50 tortilla slaps. $100 beer hat of honor. Because we're only doing the one beer, we'll make it a jungle bomb. So it's beer, Jack Daniels in the top of it. And let me tell you, at the end of it, it burns.
I can imagine it burns.
Update from Ed Warner. Go to the Bobby Wagner, big player, all 3. The Cowboys have contacted linebacker Bobby Wagner for the about their interest in signing him for as many years. Seahawks interested too. Source tells me Wagner decision is not imminent as both seek to determine his current value. Here we go again. I'm going to get the tweet set up here. Here we go again.
God, Bobby Wagner would be, if you do have to let Leighton Vander Esch walk, Bobby Wagner would be fantastic.
I'm finding the video. I'm finding it. Let me get it here.
Wagner still playing. He was still an All-Pro last season.
Got it. We freaking got the tweet set up. Ooh. Yeah. I got it. I'm putting it in the live chat. I just threw it in there. It's the GIF. I don't know if you're here for this. It's the throwback GIF. It's an all-timer. Go retweet it. It's the people freaking out. It's an all-timer. The kid grabs the gun. It's my favorite GIF ever. So there's your update on Bobby Wagner. All right. Same in the end there. Josine also says Cowboys have to get to an agreement to the finish line. Okay, we knew that. Whatever. That's not anything new there. We also kind of knew that the Cowboys had contacted Bobby Wagner, but that's fun. It's fun to do that stuff. So we'll see about Bobby Wagner.
Yeah.
We'll make Fowler and Wagner our cut if we ever get signing there. All right, Lance Dunbar's burner account. Give me a plausible scenario we get Christian Gonzalez. You get a top 10 pick.
Yeah.
That's your scenario. How you get there, I don't know. Because that's not...
Honestly, with how deep the corners are this year, I get if you have a guy you want, and that's like our corner. But there's about 5 corners, at least personally, I love in this year's draft. But Christian Gonzalez is that guy.
I just don't think you're just not gonna get him. Him, Devin Witherspoon. Maybe you get lucky on Joey Porter Jr. I think if there's a CeeDee Lamb this year, I think it's Joey Porter Jr.
Okay.
He shouldn't be there. He shouldn't be.
That would be incredible.
But that'd be nice. Jimmy Productions. Hope we draft Ringo, Forbes, Hyatt, Anderson, FLOL.
Florida offensive lineman.
Cyrus Torrance. Great job. I did not know what he was going for there. One of those will be there for you at minimum.
Who would you take out of those 4 or 5?
I would rank them Addison, Cyrus Torrance, Forbes, maybe a bit of a gap between Addison, Torrance, and Forbes, like kind of clear cut, and then drop off Ringo/Hyatt.
Yeah.
I think Ringo and Hyatt are guaranteed to be there for you. Maybe not guaranteed. Maybe guaranteed is too strong of a word, but like strongly should be there. I would not rule out them being there in year 1 or in
round 2.
Because Ringo, different play styles, but like some similar overlap of concerns there. I could see him being a he could be there in round 2. Because I don't think Trayvon Diggs would be there in round 2. And he was. I think Ringo kind of falls in a similar category when it's all said and done. Dream reductions. Draft the Florida offensive lineman Osiris Torrance. Florida Brian Brzee, Banks, or Branch. I'd rank them Branch, Banks, Osiris Torrance, Brian Brzee.
Yeah.
Brzee is very, very scary from that standpoint. There's a lot of upside. Oof. A lot of risk.
Banks.
I kind of don't. Banks, I think there was a report from Brian Broaddus says some. Got to check out the interviewing standpoint.
Okay.
And like if he is highly intelligent when it comes to ball, I like what I saw on film, so I'm on board with him in round 1. But Broaddus said to check it out, and I trust him when it comes to draft stuff. Eddie Spaghetti, make Tom the new owner. Send more super chats.
Great point.
Keep the supers coming. We should probably hit an ad read here / sub read soon too. Keep the supers coming. As long as they're flowing in, we will be live here on the Cowboys Report. All of today's show sponsored by Athletic Greens. I take AG1 by Athletic Greens literally every day. Get comprehensive and convenient daily nutrition at athleticgreens.com/chatsports. I gave AG1 because I wanted better gut health and a supplement that actually tastes great. I take AG1 in the morning and it makes me feel prepared to take on my day. Once I have baby Olivia sit with her breakfast, I make my own AG1. I don't feel the need for caffeine in the morning anymore, and I feel energized throughout the entire day. Plus, AG1 empowers the gut for whole body health. Covering my nutritional base today literally couldn't be any easier. That's why I trust Athletic Greens. I mix 1 small scoop of AG1 with water and drink it first thing each morning. I'm done just like that, and I like that it costs less than $3 a day. It's pretty good if you ask me. It's a really effective daily habit with the highest quality sourced ingredients. It's the old win-win. If a comprehensive solution is what you need from your supplement routine, then Athletic Greens is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Go to athleticgreens.com/chatsports. That's athleticgreens.com/chatsports. Links in the comments section and the description of today's show. It is athleticgreens.com/chatsports. Get that today. You will appreciate it, I promise you. athleticgreens.com/chatsports. All right. We have launched, more supers coming, I promise you, a brand new NFL Draft YouTube channel. We are trying to get to 3,000 subscribers right now. I did not put that link in the copy, so you'll have to grab that for me there. We are now up to 2,391. So can we get to 2,350? Can we get 30 more subscribers on our NFL Draft YouTube channel? I'm going to get that link in the comments section here. Can we get there? If we get there, Seeps and I will both do some beer cheerses. Go subscribe to our NFL Draft YouTube channel right now. 2,350 is the goal. We're at 2,320. So we'll do shorter term goal and then figure out we'll see how close we get to the longer term goal. So we will check in on this here. I give you guys some time. I know it takes time to go click the button and subscribe, all that good stuff there. I got the live number going right now. We are 20 subs away. There are about 1,000 people watching live right now. So go subscribe, youtube.com/chatNFL. Free NFL draft videos on that channel. I put the link in there just now myself. Ooh, true, the Commanders claim Cam Dantzler? Interesting. That's an interesting note right there. Other minor move, the Bucks are re-signing Jamel Dean.
Ooh.
4 years, $52 million.
Wow. It's another corner off the market.
Sorry, we'll get back on track here. We are 14 subs away.
Come on.
From 2,500. Free NFL draft videos all off-season long. Go subscribe. We'll have plenty of Cowboys draft coverage there. But if you love the NFL draft, like me, help me do more videos between this and the Cowboys channel there. Go subscribe. We're 10 away. We're going to get there.
Yeah,
we're going to get there. We're 9 away. Come on, let's go. YouTube.com/chatNFL. Go subscribe right now. Ooh, 7 away. I feel good about this.
Come on.
I feel real good. I'm going to do a little mini shot if we get there. Mini shot. 5 away. We've got this.
Links in the chat. Make sure you hit it.
We have this. We did post a Cowboys mock draft on there, by the way.
Check it out.
4 away. Go subscribe. YouTube.com. Little mini shot. /chatNFL. 3 away. 2 away. All 900 of you guys watching. Make sure you go subscribe. 1 away. Stand by. There it is.
Who's it going to be? Let's go.
Thanks, guys. We'll tell you to subscribe to our channel in a little bit, by the way. All right, JT, $2. Send the energy. Throw it in the comment section. I'll put it in there right now. Everyone spam the send the energy, I don't know, memoji, I'll call it.
Memoji.
It's a meme and an emoji.
That's a good word.
A memoji. Send the energy for DeAndre Hopkins. Is it going to happen? No, I doubt it. It's not the way the Cowboys choose to do business. So, look at Kosi putting it in there. Send the energy. The memoji, we'll call it.
That's going to be in the dictionary in a couple
That's in the
years.
dictionary now. It's the word of the year, whatever. More super chats here. Tricking with Mike. Cowboys and FA is like watching Moneyball. Who's their Scott Hattenberg?
Scott Hattenberg, yeah.
Who's their Scott Hattenberg? You know, let's do one more super, then we'll come back to this one here. Don't do anything. It is what it is. Hero Cool, $5. Thanks to the list. Do we know why the Joneses don't spend money and help us get better? We need linebacker, corner, safety. I would have loved Jessie or even Bell. Come on. They want to re-sign Donovan Wilson. Will they re-sign Donovan Wilson? I don't know. It's a good question. We'll find out. Cheers to you, my friend. Bottoms up. We're a bit further away than what I'd like to be. 153,000 subscribers. We are 245 away. If we get there today, I'll do a beer bong. That's today's offer only. We are 245 subscribers away. If we get there, it is a beer bong for you guys, a free one. So hit that subscribe button, youtube.com/@CowboysTV. After this, let's hit like all the recent signings, and then we'll come back to more supers and start playing. I want to get you guys caught up with what's going on so far here. I'm not sure what the most recent one would have been there in the end, but hit that subscribe button. Free Cowboys videos every single day. We are on sub-only chat, so if you want to comment, make sure you guys are subscribed. Free videos multiple times. We did one early this morning. We'll be live again throughout the week when there is news about the Dallas Cowboys. We'll be live again with the occasional free agency special as well. But simply put, just make sure you guys are subbed. youtube.com/@CowboysTV. Free videos on America's team right here. If you can't quite figure it out, we can go to Super while you organize it there. It's being a little weird or whatnot there. Super chat time from JT. Cheers. Hopkins or OBJ, Wagner, Shaq Mason. Send the energy, the memoji. Cut Zeke, draft Bijan, extend Dak, pay out Tyron, re-sign Dono, sign Shelby Harris. Cheers. I don't even know if I want to draft Bijan, but at least this is a plan. So I'll give you credit, JT. You've put together a feasible set of moves for the Cowboys that make this team better. You still have draft picks. You have some money. All these moves do make you better in the short term and the long term too. Do I love all of them? Not necessarily, but you're making moves that make you a better football team, and I will give you credit for that one there. Let's go from, keep scrolling down a little bit further down there. Get to way down. Keep going. Start with what was the deal that happened as we got on air?
Oh,
Before Jessie Bates, but We're going to show you all the moves here in a moment. Jumped too far there. We'll come back to that in terms of all the moves that have happened here. What was it? Leave it live for hour and change. Keep going. I would say not before Nate Davis. Like the Nate, probably keep going a little bit more. That one.
Right here?
We'll go with that one. So here are all the moves that have happened in the past hour and a half-ish here. Jermaine Pratt, which I think is a good number to keep in mind for Leighton Vander Esch, re-signs with the Bengals, 3 years, $21 million. The Aaron Rodgers trade was reported by Trey Wingo.
He's canceled.
And no one else has confirmed it. So I don't know if that's going to be the case. Josh Oliver for your Vikings, Patrick. 3 years, $21 million.
Overpay for a blocking tight end.
Yeah, imagine what Dalton Schultz will end up getting.
That's a great point.
Is there? Wyatt Davis, 1 year deal, should be pretty cheap. Von Bell, full details not yet known on that standpoint as relates to the Panthers' new safety. I am very curious what the money looks like on the Von Bell deal, because I think that might help inform what the Donovan Wilson deal is going to end up looking like. Ethan Posick, a 3 year, $18 million deal. I kind of think Biotish is better than him.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's your baseline for a Biotish extension next offseason or this year.
Hassan
Ridgeway to the Houston Texans, a Robert Saleh guy, 1 year, $4 million. Nate Davis, a guard, 3 years, $30. Bit more than what Connor McGovern got, as I just my shoe that I just broke. $19.25 million guaranteed there.
That's a good deal for the Bears.
I mean, it's a lot. Davis was okay last year for Tennessee, but they want to run the football, so he fits there. Speaking of the Bears, Tremaine Edmonds, 4 years, $72 million, 50 of which is guaranteed. That's a big, fat deal.
Would you consider that an overpay?
He's young.
He's very good.
It's not overpaying a bubble, but like you didn't pay Roquan Smith.
And then you're paying Tremaine Edmonds.
Kind of like half of one, or half a dozen of one, 6 of the other.
Yeah.
Get better. It got a second pick, so it's fine. Cam Lewis, the Bills, no one cares. Kevin Givens, I think it's a 1 year, $2.5-ish million deal. Jessie Bates, the bag, 4 years, $64.02 million. Top 5 safety money.
I was going to say, so he didn't reset the market?
Did not.
Okay.
I didn't think he was going to. I think he'd be close to it, but not quite fully resetting it. That's Jessie Bates at the Falcons. Alex Anzalone, 3 years, $18.75. Again, you're getting close with the current linebacker money. A lot of it's all similar in that 13 to 18 to $21 million deal range.
Yep.
All in that range. Patrick Peterson, 2 year deal with the Steelers. Full details not yet known. Raheem Nunez-Roches, Bucks to the Giants. No details known there. Obonya Okoronkwo, the now Browns edge, 3 year deal up to 22. It's going to be more like $19 million, so it's fine there. Cameron Dantzler claimed by the Commanders.
Yeah.
Your boy.
Yeah, he was a
Last
shocking
of the day.
cut.
Oh, that one was a bit of a surprise there. And Jamel Dean has re-signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 4 years, $52 million. That's only $13 million per year. It's a pretty team-friendly deal.
It is a great deal. Great deal for the Bucks.
We did that Hero Cool one. We'll go to the next one. But that is all the moves so far for the NFL, at least as of late, since we went live. Billy Bob Jeem, annoying to see two teams sign others, but we do nothing. Giants, Commanders have made moves.
Yeah?
Bears have. Falcons have. Cowboys have. Maybe they'll get Dante Fowler done today. We'll see. Chris B. Dante Fowler. What a move.
Speaking of.
It's just boring. It doesn't make you any better. He played less than 10 snaps for you in your most important game of the year. He was not out there. Spin it how you want. He wasn't playing for you.
Yeah.
He's at best your third edge. Do I want to pay for my third edge? The answer is no. Mm-hmm. I will shuffle guys in. I will let Dante Fowler leave for more money if he finds it. Oof.
What just happened?
The Cowboys have restructured Michael Gallup's contract.
Ooh.
I don't love that one. Want to get a big player, L3?
Yeah.
I'll send you the tweet details. Add that to our cut whenever we get to it there. I don't know about that one. I really don't know about that one. They've restructured Michael Gallup's contract that saves $11 million in salary, but it pushes money off into the future. The Cowboys are assuming Gallup will be better a second year removed from the ACL surgery.
You're not a fan?
I'm worried he's not going to be the same guy. If he is, awesome.
Yeah.
But you better spend the $7 million on something. Otherwise, what's the point?
Bobby Wag.
That's a move. Cowboys restructure Michael Gallup, save $7 million. Putting his name in the headline. Also,
Sam Darnold.
Niners have a new quarterback too. Sam Darnold, a one-year deal.
Wow.
That's interesting. But yeah, big news here. Michael Gallup's contract has been restructured. It's a simple restructuring. Let me pull up his contract here. He had an $11 million base salary. And I did not know if they were going to touch it or not because he wasn't good this year. By restructuring, they'll save $7 million. They'll probably take, it's 10-4, so 2.5. So, yeah, it's about 7. They'll restructure that base salary, put it into a signing bonus, and make it a lot harder to move on from him next year.
Yeah.
At least from like an immediate saving standpoint. In the end, it ends up being the same. Like it's $7 million now or you eat the dead money next year. It all ends up adding up. But $7 million saved there by the Cowboys short term. So they're now looking at, what do the Cowboys have in cap space per Spotrac? I actually like over the cap a bit more. I think their numbers are typically a bit more accurate. They were at $14 million, so upwards of $20 million here in salary cap space.
You got to spend it on something.
You got to spend it. Go do something. Do something. If you're restructuring Gallup, let me get that tweet off here. You got to do something. Otherwise, there's no goddamn point.
Well, in this $5 super chat,
Read it off there for me.
Calais Campbell saying, let's get Calais Campbell. I have interest. He was just cut from the Ravens earlier
He was
today.
cut by the Ravens. Micah had tweeted at him a couple of weeks ago about it. He wants to go to a contender. I wouldn't mind Calais Campbell. Like, if you can't retain Carlos Watkins, yeah. I have interest. I do. I think he's a fine player. He's old. It's something. So I'm down with that. If that's the route you end up pursuing in Dallas and you want to go get Calais Campbell, I'm not going to be mad at it. I'm really not. I can get on board with that in the end. So again, the news on Michael Gallup, the Cowboys have restructured his contract officially. They take his $11 million base salary, bring that number down, push money off into the future, and they save short-term $7 million in salary cap space. Puts them up over 20-ish in money to spend with no moves made yet. You could still cut Zeke. You could still make something to do with Tyron Smith there. They have money available to do something. What it is, if anything, I don't know. I do not know at this point. What is your confidence level in this Dallas Cowboys front office? 1 on the low end, 10 on the high end. Sound off. 1 to 10. Where are you at? You can be honest with me. I'm fine if you give it a low number. It's understandable. It really is. With where they're currently at. I see some negative numbers in there, Patrick.
I see a lot of low numbers.
I see a lot of negative numbers in there. Oof. I mean, I can't say I'm surprised by that standpoint here. So we're going to do some of those should be built, by the way.
Okay.
Just for whenever we do the cut. And we'll update again later once we get to the actual cut itself. Oh boy, it's been something today. Negative infinity. There are more negative numbers than there are positive numbers here.
That's expected.
That's something. I just... If Gallup played well, okay. No one's upset. If he went for 800 yards, everyone's like, easy money, let's do it. He went for a fraction of that. That should raise some concerns. I don't know. Yes, Joker, Sam Darnold of the 49ers. This is the Cowboys channel, so. Okay. I get the design of Gallup was to save that money. I question whether or not that's been their plan. If they had some hesitation, he wasn't good this year. He looked completely unconfident. Raises concerns. All right, Chris B, back to some super chats here. If they get Wagner, I'll actually be pretty happy they did something. Actually trying to improve your team, but watch him go somewhere else. Not excited yet. I mean, you shouldn't be excited. If the Cowboys do land him, hooray! What a time to be alive. That makes it fun. That makes it entertaining. That's awesome. But I don't think they're going to. I have a tough time seeing that being the end outcome for this team. They have to prove it to me before I get on board with that. I have to see it. So I agree with you, Chris B. We did JT's one from earlier, actually. We'll go to the next one. Duncan, $10. Who you got March Madness Final Four? I know you followed. Everyone makes a bracket. Also, lots of good receivers in the draft. Do we draft one or sign one? Like Jacoby Myers is a good 2 or 3. Here's the problem with Jacoby Myers. He's going to get more than Michael Gallup did, I think.
Yeah.
I think you're right. He's a good 2 or 3. I'm not paying for a good 2 or 3.
And if you are,
what are you doing?
Yeah.
I would rather draft one, sign a cheaper veteran instead. I'll be honest. I have not touched my bracket at all yet.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I feel like I'm going to ride Purdue. I'm not sure.
Purdue's very good.
Are they a wagon or no?
They are a wagon. The only problem, 2 freshman point guards. Don't trust those guys in March.
I'm scared when it's a freshman guard.
No, hate freshman guards in March.
I don't know. It's definitely not going to be Kentucky. I'm going to pick Providence over them.
Oh, we are riding Providence.
We are riding Providence. I don't know. I'm not sold on Kansas.
No, I'm not sold on Kansas either. I like Bama.
I'm not sold on anyone.
That's also why I think this is a great year for March Madness. There is no true top dog. Maybe Bama's the only one you could say. But it's overall going to be a great year. I love Marquette. They're my sleeper to win it all. That's why I'm going to probably put money on. But I know Texas guys, you guys love Shaka Smart. So.
I don't care. Julian Hunter, $5. Thank you, Julian. I appreciate that one.
Shout out to you.
Beer cheers for you. Patrick just took one, too.
Well, now we have
15.
Didn't we have one from the Epic Red Beard that wasn't the
that was Epic Red Bead.
And now we have the Epic Red Beard.
Maybe we changed the handle. I don't know. Do you spend your draft pick on Robinson at 26 and just see how Tony does here as a main back, then not resign next year to bad performance because of the injury? If you're kind of already like, he's not going to play well, why'd you tag him? Mm-hmm. Doesn't really make any sense. In a bubble, I'm fine with that. Of going like, we can tag Pollard for a year, draft Bijan Robinson. In a bubble. The problem is, it's not in a bubble. It's with this specific team. And this team doesn't spend money. So if you upgrade your other spots, sure, go BPA. If you don't do anything and then go, hey, we drafted Bijan Robinson. Well, then what are you doing? Mm-hmm. You've invested your 2 most premium assets, your biggest single-year cap hit in free agency, $10.1 million, and your first-round pick in the same position. I can't do that.
No.
I can't. So if that's the route they're going to go from a reality standpoint, make an adjustment. I'm not on board with that. In a bubble, though, I do think it makes sense. It's a matter of, are they going to operate in the bubble, or are they going to operate the way we would like them to and actually do things there? All right, Anthony Gonzalez. Trade a first, third, and fifth with number 15. I'll do the math on this one here to see if that actually tracks money-wise. I might be close to it. For Joey Porter Jr., Andrew Hopkins for a second. Draft an RB in the fourth. Get free agents Wagner, Gesicki, Hardman, and Ashawn. Win. Money-wise, it's doable. It is doable. If you're trading for DeAndre Hopkins, I'm probably not going to worry about Mecole Hardman unless he's cheap. Mike Gesicki's fine. You take Isaiah Wynn takes care of your offensive line issue. Mm-hmm. You have a corner. Let me double check the math here on this front. So it's 315 for the first round pick value.
That would be electric.
3. Dallas is. I think you're going to be short on the money. Yeah, that trade up. You are about the value of a late third short to get to 15.
Really? You need to throw in another one?
You need to throw in another third.
Wow.
So a future 3 would get it done.
Okay.
From a rough trade value standpoint.
Just that trade if you had a chance to go get Joey Porter Jr., or is that too much?
If you do all the other things, sure.
Okay.
Because you're filling your needs.
Yeah.
So you don't need those picks. But if you don't sign anybody,
you need those picks.
Well, then you need the picks there. Massive Matt, $5 sitting around while Dallas does nothing in free agency. Nothing new. Javon of the Niners makes their defense even better.
Unreal.
Yeah, I mean,
they have the best D-line I could remember in a very long time. Nobody's getting doubled.
They do. Cheers, my friend. Luke Heaton, Zay Flowers, or Deontay Banks, if both there at 26. I'm going to go Banks.
Yeah.
I think it's a good fit alongside Diggs. I would not be mad at Zay Flowers. It would also be a bit of a similar overlap to your undersized receiver. Would they do that? Mm-hmm. They don't like to do that. I would not be mad at either. I would take Banks, though, in the end there. Riverdog Rod, 843. Austin Eckler. So Austin Eckler allegedly wants out because he wants a new contract. So you're going to pay for a back and pay him. Sure that's what you want to do? Like, in a bubble, he and Pollard, elite 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
Are you going to pay $20 million for 2 backs?
No.
If you're paying, you cannot pay 2 backs big money because Eckler wants big money. Pollard wants big money. Can't do both. Got to pick one. They've already picked Pollard. Toy Stories. Damn, everyone's making moves while Steven is trying to lowball any player he can. Best thing was a half-eaten sandwich, 2 years, $100,000. What's the sandwich?
Yeah, is it
a club?
Pastrami,
what are we eating
maybe?
here?
I don't know.
Yeah, are we just eating a half-eaten peanut butter and jelly? That's kind of basic. So let me know what the sandwich is there, Toy. Kidding. It's good. It's a good super chat. Cheers to you, my friend.
Eric.
It's frustrating being a Cowboys fan, 26 years and counting. The Jones is still hanging their hats on Jimmy's accomplishments. Yeah. They very much are from that standpoint. And I don't know if it's going to change. Because the Cowboys have made comments on, we'll be cautious. We're not going to be as aggressive without Jerry. And it's been the Steven show. Mm-hmm. And then it'll probably be John Steven Jones' show once he's all wrapped up. So I am unconvinced it will end up getting better in the short term or in the long term. Alexander Forte, $5. Cowboys are more concerned with the deal than with winning championships. He's right. They want to win the deal. And it continues to nip them in the bud in a very, very painful fashion. Chris B, worried about Fowler than signing Wilson. I mean, you can do both at the same time, but I don't need Dante Fowler here. I don't. Like, he had some nice sacks for you, but
plus, if you let Wilson walk, your safety room it's obviously not looking thin, but
you need to draft somebody again.
Yeah.
So let me pull up the game log here for Dante Fowler. Excuse me. He started pretty well, but in the last after the Vikings game, he had a sack. He played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games in the regular season, 2 games in the postseason. He had 9 sacks. Now, he was good against the Titans. He got pressure, a bunch of quarterback hits. I'll give him credit there. But
that was also against the Titans' backups.
Titans sucked offensive line. They're all gone in Tennessee. That's how bad they were. So why are we investing in the backups? Like, if that's the route they go, I don't really understand it. Leroy Pearson Jr. with thoughts on Jalen Jones, wide receiver A.T. Perry, and Cedric Tillman. Let me pull up my notes here. So I thought that I liked Jalen Jones' numbers at Texas A&M, and I was always like, he's not getting much buzz in terms of like being an early round pick. Why is that? I'm thinking, okay, probably going to have athletic concerns. Dug in, I'm like, okay, I got some athletic concerns, and the overall testing is solid. 6'2", 200 pounds, great vert, 4.57 40. So the overall numbers say, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
But it also goes, I don't know if I can really invest in that. I have interest moving into safety. Safety is where I have interest the most there in Jalen Jones. A little bit thinner, but I think at that point could probably make it work. 4.57 just does not fit their thresholds.
No.
It doesn't. It's too slow at that size. I thought A.T. Perry tested a little bit better than I thought he was going to in terms of like just the overall production. He fits their mold. They like him tall, and if they're fast, that's a bonus. And I think A.T. Perry does fit that particular mold. Let me get his exact numbers up here in a moment. I think they were hoping for a better time from Cedric Tillman, or at least his camp was. Tillman, again, two similar molds there. Bigger receivers. Tillman 6'3" and 3/8, 213. 4.5, 40-yard dash. A.T. Perry is 6'3 and a half, 198, 4.47.
Okay.
I think you're looking at Zay Jones style receiver at that point from a size profile there. I wouldn't mind either of those guys. Probably third round would make the most sense to me. All right, Pug Racer. Any XFL guys you like? It looks like an XFL Mahomes and the Brahmas kicker Romo would be a perfect fit. I mean,
bringing in a kicker named Romo.
but they're XFL guys.
That would be good vibes for the Cowboys.
Who cares? Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't mean to be mean, but like, if you're bringing on an XFL guy to fix things, I don't think you're doing it right.
Yeah.
Like DiNucci looks like an XFL guy and looked unplayable in the NFL.
Yeah.
What's the point, right? Now, kickers are different.
Because that's just kicking.
It's a kicker. You kick the football or not. Like that's what you're doing there. So
but there's a huge difference. XFL pressure. Kicker for the Dallas Cowboys pressure is unreal.
But if you can't handle the XFL, you're definitely not going to be a piece for you. So I would say bring him in for a workout if you want. But I would still look at, UDFAs as well. All right. Like the video. If you guys are having a good time, we've been live for an hour and a half. Still no actual signings yet by Dallas.
There's just no way.
Not a single.
This is a bit, Tom.
One.
It's a bit.
I mean, they'll do something eventually.
Yeah. I mean, you restructure Gallup for a reason.
Money. Right? Remember the free agency cycle. Let me read it off again.
Oh,
here.
yes.
The free agency cycle of being a Cowboys fan.
I was going to say, what step are we in right now?
We are still in step number 3/4. We are always in that stage. Let me find the tweet here. Where did I find it? Oh, what a genius tweet.
Hit that like button. Get us to 600 likes.
Normal stuff for the restructure of Michael Gallup. So nothing actually going on there. All right, let me find the tweet. I got to find it. Hold on. All right, buried it. It got buried. Okay, stage 1. Jerry says the Cowboys could do something.
Okay.
Stage 2. Cowboys clear salary cap space. Stage 3. People get excited. Stage 4, big player like Bobby Wagner linked to the Cowboys. You are here.
We are in stage 3.
We are in stage 4.
Yeah.
Stage 5, they do their due diligence. Stage 6, the Cowboys do not land the player. Stage 7, you know what? We liked our guys. And that's how they end up re-signing Dante Fowler. He's one of their guys now. He played for the Cowboys. He's one of their guys. There you go. Pug Racer. Jerry will use the gap money to sign a bum like Sammy Watkins, try to sell it to famous like it's a big move. It's a very Cowboys move.
It is.
Remember, they wanted Sammy Watkins a few years ago. When they were cutting Des Bryant, they went after Watkins, and they lost, which was never a good idea.
No.
He wasn't that good. He got paid by the Chiefs, and it worked out better for the Dallas Cowboys. Billy Bob Jean, Tyler Lockett available or not? What would it cost? I don't think he's available. He is a little bit older. Seattle's coming off an almost playoff run. Had they been bad this year, I could have seen them shopping him a bit more aggressively. I think Seattle's down to retain Lockett, but if the right offer comes through, unlike last year when he was not available, I could see him ending up on the move. Again, the receiver market makes no sense. No. You're talking big money for this guy, small money for this guy. Well, actually, look at the money now. He's not available.
Who, Lockett? No, what available. Is
it? He has a $16.75 million cap hit. If they trade him, they lose $4.4 million.
So they're just not.
So he's not available. Now, after the draft, maybe that changes, but he's not available. I looking at the numbers, the figures, talking like DeAndre Hopkins' availability is here. Stephon Diggs is down here. He's not available. Lockett's here. Maybe here. It's just not going to happen there. Chris B, $5. Hope MJ returns to form, but my fear is they restructure because I think it's going to be back, and that's the answer at wide receiver. Hope I'm wrong. I think their plan is bank, as I drop my pen again, bank on Gallup returning to form, Jalen Tolbert not being a bum, and then a veteran helping out a little bit there.
Yeah.
Also, J-Ron Kearse just sent out the shrug emoji.
Is that negative
what
or
does
positive?
It mean?
Is that negative or positive? Is he saying...
Dono's gone. That's the way I read it.
No, don't do that.
Shrug emoji from J-Ron Kearse, Brett. What does it mean? 3 shrug emojis.
It's about like what I just did trying to decipher a Devontae Adams Instagram post for Mitch. It means nothing.
But everything at the same time.
If you were those guys, you would be tweeting shit posts all the time.
I sent out the eye emoji today earlier. That's funny. We're bringing on producer Brett. This will be fun. I'm going to recap what's happened for you so far. Once you're all mic'd up there. And you can go double cam if you want to.
I'm okay.
All right. So far, we have Cowboys reached out to Bobby Wagner.
Yep.
I sent the tweet out. Don't worry. They restructured Michael Gallup.
Yep.
And they were working to bring back Dante Fowler.
Yep.
That's it. Thoughts on that so far?
Well, at this point, if you expect anything different, it's you that's the problem. The Cowboys are nothing if not consistent in their approach to free agency.
We're in stage 4. Linked to a big player.
Well, yeah, exactly. The funny thing about the Bobby Wagner tweets were...
We're doing it all over again?
Well, that plus... I feel like my mic's too hot. I'll bring it down.
You're good.
That plus... they're working to determine his value. AKA, just you wait, he's going to be too expensive for the Cowboys. So, I warned you, everybody.
He's not wrong.
You're welcome. I can do this show, Tom.
I mean, you used to the show. I think in the end, there's probably not much that happens. I just want to break the cycle. That's all I'm asking for.
Well,
Sign one player one time.
Who would that be at this point?
Kind of want to say Wagner, but I don't know about that one anymore.
Okay, fine. If it's not Wagner.
Insert a veteran receiver not named Odell Beckham that's decent. Like
Do they exist?
I would
Allen
settle.
Robinson?
I would settle for Mecole Hardman right now, and that probably is me being the problem still a little bit.
Honestly,
but I would settle for Mecole Hardman.
I don't even think that's settling. I think that'd be a pretty good signing.
You add speed that you don't have. You know what else I would settle for? Cutting Zeke. Why is he on your roster? I'm doing it again, Patrick. Why is he here?
I mean, you should get to 600 likes with Cut Zeke, right?
Cut Zeke right now. Like the video.
Yeah, let's do that. 50%.
Why is he here? Paying him a $10.9 million salary to be below league average. What are we doing here? Why is he here on the roster? They like their guys, except when they want market value, and then they gotta win. Then they gotta win the deal. They played the exact same game with J-Ron Kearse last year, and they got lucky. He came back. Now, not sure he's going to. I'm really not. It's a very big concern for me. And, like, your plan is like, oh, we lost Donovan Wilson. We're going to bring in Taylor Rapp. Okay. Does that fix it? I don't think so. Ecuador man with Gallup restructure. Zeke only costs $10 million. SMH. Cut Zeke. Pay cut Zeke.
Do you think Zeke would take a 1 year, 4 even?
If he doesn't want to, buy.
Yeah.
He's not good. I'm sorry. He's not a good football player anymore.
No. I mean, you also think about it. Workload.
He sucked efficiency-wise. He's bad.
He had a huge workload high school, college.
Every year.
NFL.
He's not going to get faster. He's not going to get more healthy. Don't get attached because he was your first-round pick. Make a move here. All right, Lance Dunbar, let's role play. Pretend you love the Gallup move.
Good call, Lance.
Hey, Cowboys are freeing up money in the short term to sign a big-time player.
Yep.
They just freed up a bunch of money. They're going to go sign
Bobby
someone.
Wagner.
It's definitely not just freeing up general cap space. They're going to go sign somebody. You watch them. They're going to sign someone.
They're signing
guaranteed.
somebody, guys. Odell Beckham to the Cowboys, confirmed.
Don't say I can't role play. DJ G-Flow, $2. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. Chris B, we restructured MG to keep Zeke. I'll laugh.
The channel's getting deleted, guys. I'm gonna
Kill me now. If Zeke's on your roster on Wednesday, I'm going to throw shit.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense. It's organizational malpractice. It is.
There's no way.
Like, who's paying Zeke more than $3 million?
It's true. If the Cowboys let him
No
go, where
one.
does he go?
Tampa? 1 year deal for Tampa?
Just do the Leonard Fournette thing all over again.
I don't know. Lone Wolf, $5. Thoughts on drafting Kendre Miller TC? I think an early day 3 for him. It is a good running back draft class, which again, move on from Zeke, let him go, draft someone round 3, round 4, round 5. Draft someone. I promise you, the running back you can find in round 4 will get you 4 yards per carry.
Yeah.
I promise you. And if not, cut him and go plug in a UDFA who can get it for you. It's that simple. Slava Ukraini Max, $2. Thank you. Appreciate that. Jerry Macklin, back again. You think Jalen Torb will have any impact for us this year? I know this rushing have a breakout year since we only signed FedEx workers. Wow. The Cowboys themselves have said they're looking for the second, third-year guys to step up. So that is Sam Williams, Jalen Tolbert. I think Deron Bland was really good for you last year. I think it would be great if one of your corners stepped up in Kelvin Joseph, Nashawn Wright. I have no faith. You would love a Osa Uzua year 3 breakout, a Chauncey Golston, Quinton Bohanna breakout, Jabril Cox, Damone Clark, one of those two guys. I'd say Josh Ball, who got some guard work down the stretch, but I just don't think he's very good, so not going to bank on that one. The young guys, that's who you're looking for right now for the Dallas Cowboys. Hero Cool, I also have Beatrice for that too. Bottoms up. What top safety cornerback in free agency right now?
Good question. I'm actually curious.
Pull up the top list here. Top free agents.
Because Cam Sutton, that was disappointing.
He's
Him
gone.
going to the Lions. That sucked.
Let me see if they're updating it, my list here. I don't think they're going to spend big at corner. I would frankly be surprised if they went down that route. Let's see here. Let me get organized here. Corners and safeties. James Bradberry is your best corner.
Yeah.
You're probably going to, with the way the market is, at least $12 million a year. Too much for them. Jordan Poyer's a free agent.
Poyer?
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Both will be more expensive than Donovan Wilson.
Okay.
So Rocky Sin. Some buzz that Byron Murphy might get a bag, which, if he doesn't, I'm interested, but otherwise, no. Jimmy Ward. Julian Love. Marcus Peters. Taylor Rapp, Juan Thornhill, Nasir Adderley.
So there's still some good names out there. I mean,
there are.
Still got guys out
and
there.
there are safeties out there.
Yeah.
But
maybe that's what they're thinking. Maybe they just think they can let Donovan Wilson walk, sign one of these guys later on in free agency as a cheaper option.
I don't trust him to do it, though.
Yeah.
Like, I'd take Thornhill right now. I love him. But I got to see him actually do it before I get excited there. Leroy Pearson Jr. to trade down in the first, add a second, third-round pick, use that lower first-round pick on Cam Smith or Jalen Hyatt. If you're kind of wiped out, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. I think those are lesser options. Like, they're not going to be top 20 guys on my board. But if you are picked over,
that's a good point.
You'll be just fine.
Yeah.
You will be just fine on that standpoint. So I like both players. I'm fine. I'm fine if that's the trade down. Like, kind of your corners and receivers, other ones are all gone. I'm down to move down. Ecuador man. So sick of Zeke. So sick of giving Zeke money. Cut him. Look, Zeke played you because they wanted to give Garrett every chance to win. So they paid him. Hasn't been that good. Talking about a 4-yard per carry guy the past 3 years. It's not good. It's just not good. So, move on. Lone Wolf, he said earlier today, do you like Kendrick Miller? I do like Kendrick Miller. It's a really great running back class. Let me pull up my notes on Miller here because I have some. I know that. So I've kind of done most of his stuff already, minus like the athletic testing and various updates. Hold on here. I've got Kendrick Miller as early grade, a 4th-round grade. My line is best balls ahead of him. Probably too good for the sleeper tag, but he's good. Had a big-time breakout year. Had some fumbling issues. I wanted to see how fast he was. Did he actually run at the combine? Looking at my notes now. Did he run at the combine? I'm not sure he did. There's no special teams background, and there is no there's not much pass protection stuff there. Did not run. I still have my concerns, but like as I think a bit more of a day 3 bruiser with a limited workload, I have a lot of interest there at that standpoint. Chris B, we're going for the salary cap championship again. The Cowboys are undefeated.
Undefeated, never lost.
Undefeated, never lost in the salary cap race there. So we'll see what happens. I doubt they're in on Cortland Sutton or Jerry Jeudy either, by the way. That's just not their MO there. All right, shout out your city in the comments section. Get it popping here. I'm going to sip some water. I'll have Patrick give some shout outs here.
Here we go. As Gangsta Big Chungs is saying, who died in the background?
Legs.
You guys got a huge super chat. Probably on Raiders.
I thought that was Will.
Could have been Will.
Sounded like Will. Who knows who it actually was, though.
Got a lot of Texas coming in. Tucson, Arizona coming in from Big Phil. We got Ottawa, Canada coming in from Andrew. Virginia Beach from Jonathan Carr. Toledo, Ohio coming in from Jeff Webb. Van, Texas coming in from Eli. Dennis Jenkins, Summit. Cozy is saying Garl. El Paso, Texas coming in from DC Fan. El Paso from That One Mask. Dallas from Rashard Lee. Charlotte coming in from Garrett Wilson. Sunset, Utah, Mardi. Eugene Humphreys, West Virginia. Rashad again, Dallas. Garland, Texas from Cozy. Jacksonville, Florida from Joe Linden. Prosper, Texas from Kevin Cobb. Austin coming in from full-time RV disc golfer. Charlotte, North Carolina from Sharon Black. Anthony, Texas, A. Lopez. Des Moines, Iowa from Joshua Jones. LA from Keenan. Sand Valley, Arizona from Jeff Lee. Forest Moon of Endor from Brian W. Katy, Texas from Javier Garza.
Okay. Eddie said from Tom's basement. I don't have a basement. It's Texas. There are no basements here. Nice try.
Really? No basements in Texas?
Brown's too hard. I mean, there are some, but like, I haven't seen very many. I haven't been in many basements here. Put it that way. All right. Shout out your city in the comments section. Keep it flowing here. Might need to put some time on the clock before we go to wrap it up for the day.
Yeah.
Been live for 2 hours. Might be about that time. Get the supers in, or we might sign off here. Pug Racer has one, though. Who is our backup quarterback? Can we get Mike White back? Mike White signed a 2-year deal worth up to $16 million with the Miami Dolphins. So, no, you cannot get him back. Cooper Rush, though, might get back. Might come back.
I mean, you're going to need your QB1 for next year, though.
Stop. You've been spending too much time with Jeremy.
I'm not going to take
too much time with
don't
Jeremy
worry.
there, Seeps. For now, it's Will Grier. We'll see what happens with Rush. I am kind of surprised there's been no movements.
What about taking the guy from UCLA, 7th, 6th round, Dorian Thompson?
You can take Dorian Thompson-Robinson, sure. I don't mind draft.
Yeah.
Even if you sign someone, I'm down with adding a 7th-round pick here.
Yeah.
Or a 6th-round pick or a 5th-round pick. That's fine with me there.
Stetson Bennett.
I mean, if you want, he's just tiny, and that should raise some red flags there. All right, signing, not for the Cowboys, Andre Dillard
Ooh,
to the Titans.
really?
Former Eagles offensive tackle. He'll play left tackle. He's not good at right tackle for in the NFL. I assume he's going to play left tackle there. So
Wow.
that's a draft changer right there.
Is he going to get a decent amount from the Titans?
I'm gonna go $13 million a year for him.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 13. We'll see if I'm right or wrong here, but I'm gonna go 13 as the over/under. We'll see. As long as the supers come in, we'll stay live. So keep the supers coming. We won't go anywhere. From Mark, my guy, we got your shot glasses today, my friend. This is what gets me. Damn it, JJ. 3rd rounder for Ramsey, and we say no. Give up a 1 for Cooper for a 5th. We later released clown show. Look, there's no lies here. I do think at some level it was the Ramsey wants to be in Miami. We won a title, so we'll be nice to him and send him to where he wants to go. But it would have been nice. It would have been nice.
Up a second, Cowboys second this year for Ramsey?
Yeah, heartbeat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now they wouldn't have, clearly.
Yeah.
That's just not how they do business, and that's kind of frustrating because you could have been aggressive. You could have been super aggressive.
Super aggressive.
And you chose not to be.
Oh, here.
I'm getting a little bit low.
Tom and I are sharing chargers.
I left my
on
charger
today.
at home tonight like an idiot. My mindset.
Shard Lee, $2 super chat. I like this.
They did re-sign Easton Stick, but it was a super cheap deal, so I'm not sure he's their actual backup.
Uh-huh.
I have said jokingly, half jokingly, Dalton Schultz is a Charger, and so is Cooper Rush.
Oh, Schultz would be.
They're both still out there.
Didn't they just let
They let Parham go.
Yeah.
So we're waiting.
Parham, great Madden player. He's like 6'8", obviously.
yeah.
He's a great Madden tight end.
Yeah, good old Madden, and influencing how people feel about real players. And he's fine. But that's why they didn't do it there in the end. If you want us to stay live here and not do our final wrap-up cut here, send in a super chat. It is that simple here if you want us to stay live on today's show. Keep the supers coming. As long as the supers come in, we will not go anywhere. That we promise you. $5 from Mark. Cheers.
Cheers, Mark. Appreciate it.
What difference makers are out there to still free agents that we can trade for? I'm not talking Fowler types, but good players. Okay. A lot of the linebackers are good.
Yeah.
I mean, if we include Vanish, I think Vanish is close to a difference maker. But even if not, you're talking Levante David.
Yeah.
Talking Bobby Wagner. Orlando Brown is out there. You're not going to pay him, but he's out there. James Bradberry is out there. My guy Dalvin Tomlinson's still there.
Yeah.
Dre'Mont Jones, he's going to be too expensive for you. Jordan Poyer.
Do you think they could go all in on Dalvin Tomlinson, 12, 13 a year?
I would like them
That'd be
to.
a good pickup.
I doubt they're going to, but I would love it.
I mean, I'm sure Micah would love that, to have a dude in the middle who can take on double teams for him.
And I could F with Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
Oh, he would be sweet in the Cowboys.
David Long, Bobby Wagner. Isaac Suimalo is out there. Low-key, Charles Amenahue. You can find guys. It's a matter of, do they want to actually go spend the money that it costs? Because they want to go long-term, which limits half your players.
Yeah.
It's just is what it is. All right, Chris B. Don't have good reception on the yacht for calls. The yacht is in the Caymans. Last I checked this morning. Sure, it's not. I'm sure it's still there.
Yeah.
It's spring break. They're on vacation. From Mark, where's Jeremy? I miss him running. The Eagles suck. Who is Patrick's team? How's the family? Much love to you and your fine staff. Thank you, Mark. Family's doing well. Olivia, my mother-in-law is actually in town, which is good timing because that allowed me to do stuff today here. I don't have to worry about the family today. You're a Vikings fan, Patrick.
I am a Vikings fan. Huge Vikings guy. They are not doing anything either, so we're in the same boat here, Cowboys fans.
It's been very, very dicey for the Vikings of late.
Yeah.
I'm curious what ends up happening there.
They're still in the red, so I don't know.
When is Dalvin Cook getting traded and/or cut?
Soon, Tom. Similar situation, not as bad as the Zeke situation. It's nowhere near the Zeke situation.
He's a year away from being Zeke.
A year away from being the Zeke.
There you go. Jason Shell, if we lose Wilson, what good safeties are available that we can afford? I look at guys like Taylor Rapp, Juan Thornhill. Maybe Thornhill might be a bit expensive there. Nasir Adderley, players who you could have drafted years ago. Did not. I think Julian Love, Jimmy Ward, Jordan Poyer, all probably too expensive. I think a Sean Elliott, John Johnson could fit that mold there. I don't really want to bring back Terrell Edmonds, or bring in Terrell Edmonds. Maybe Mike Edwards is bad this year, but I kind of like him a little bit. There are safeties out there. This team has never paid safeties. If they pay Don Wilson even $5 million a year, it'll be the most they've ever spent on safeties in their history.
Really?
They do not spend on safeties at all. Sammy Cano, we stick with Money Man Maher. I don't think so. I don't think he's back. I think they'll sign somebody or draft somebody cheaply.
Yeah.
Hope they don't spend big money. I know Robbie Gould's a free agent. They're kickers, man. They ebb and flow.
Yeah.
You nailed it with Maher, to be honest. You didn't spend anything. You got good kicker play outside of one game.
Literally, just one game.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Leroy Pearson, I love that the Eagles defense is being picked over right now. Hey, that's how it goes, right? I will give Philadelphia credit. They were aggressive. Got them for them. The Cowboys have been for a long time. They're going to lose, probably Chauncey Gardner-Johnson too. They'll probably lose James Bradberry. That's why they've drafted in the past couple of years Jordan Davis, Milton Williams. They'll draft a corner early this year. They handle we're going to sign guys and then draft and develop too. Yeah. They do both. That's why I'm jealous. Alex, Dow should to get Tyree Wilson, the Javon Curse. How are you getting to pick number 5 to get him?
Yeah, you're going to have to give up a lot.
That's where you got to get him. Look, I understand the love of him. I do. But, hey, you're going to be expensive. In terms of trade up, you got to get top 5 pick.
Yeah.
Not the Cowboys MO. From Mark, how do you compare Dak to Cousins, Patrick? I am of the opinion the star gives Dak some BS hype. I actually like Cousins more. Honest opinion, much aloha. All right. Who would you rather have? Unbiased opinion.
Who would I rather have? I would rather have Dak.
There you go.
I mean, I don't know. I think Dak, I think they're very similar. I mean, obviously, they're both in that kind of, that 8 to 13, 14 range in the NFL. I just like Dak. He's a little more mobile. I think you need a quarterback who can go make a play in today's NFL. Cousins, probably a better pocket guy than Dak, but I'll take this from Colin Cowherd. Dak Prescott is Kirk with a better brand.
So I think he's Kirk, just better.
Oh, you would rather have Kirk?
No, I think Dak is Kirk, but better.
But better, yeah. I think he's Kirk.
Better player.
He's a more mobile Kirk Cousins.
I think he's better pre-snap too.
Yeah.
Cousins isn't bad. The Commanders and Jets would kill for Kirk Cousins right now.
Yeah.
They would kill for him.
And it's actually funny. Kirk Cousins, I was watching something about the Vikings season as a whole. Kirk Cousins pre-snap, you think about the statuesque quarterback, not that mobile. You would think he's a wizard pre-snap.
He's not.
Not really.
When play action, he's great.
Great, but most quarterbacks are.
Most quarterbacks are. So Dak does sometimes benefit, but also think it's hurt more from that perspective. Mm-hmm. Imagine if Dak had blown a 28-3 lead, or blown a 21-0 lead in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Or hit a check down throw.
Oh my God! If that was Dak hitting the 4th and 8 on Cowboys fans would be going for his neck.
We would talk about it every single day.
Yeah.
Now we just whatever, it's Kirk Cousins. No one cares.
Yeah.
So there's some pros and cons to that one there. Leroy Pearson, you get Eddie Pinheiro for 3 years, $7.5 million. Would you do it or pass? Pass. It's a kicker.
Yeah, I know.
And and again, this is a great example of why I don't really like to invest in kickers. Eddie Pinheiro, objectively speaking, was very good last year for the Carolina Panthers. I'm pulling up the stats right now, but he had a very strong year. He hit 94% of his field goal tries. He was 93.8% on extra points. He has bounced around so many teams in his NFL career.
For a little bit.
He was with the Chicago Bears. He was with the New York Jets. He was with the Raiders, the Colts, the Commanders, and the Jets. I think I mentioned the Jets. He has been on 6 NFL teams since becoming a 2018 UDFA. He spent 3 actual games with 3 years of games with teams. And now we're like, pay him big money.
Yeah. I think
that's kind of the evidence of like, I don't want to do it.
I think Robbie Gould, I don't think the star on his helmet would be too big for him. I think he's hit clutch kicks his whole career. I mean, Robbie Gould, bring him on a 1-year deal.
Like, Gould intrigues me the most of that grouping.
Because he wouldn't be scared of, also, I will say, Brett Maher, great during the year, obviously. But that one playoff game, psychologically, it can just turn a kicker's career on its head. We've seen it with Blair Walsh.
It's a mental spot.
My Minnesota Vikings, Blair Walsh, great that year, and then he missed that infamous 27-yarder, and he was done in the NFL.
Yep, he was done. All right, from Mark, best bet who can realistically drop to us at 26 like CeeDee Lamb. Did any guard tackles in round 1? So did he drops? Did we move Tyler back to guard? I would describe the stud OTs as like Peter Skoronski, Paris Johnson. If one of those guys are there, which I don't think they're going to be, sure, do that. But like, does DeWan Jones raise the needle? Does Broderick Jones? Maybe Broderick. I'm not sure on that standpoint there. Realistic drop? I don't know if it's realistic, but I am. Joey Porter Jr. is my guy this year.
That could drop?
I don't think he drops to you.
No way the Steelers.
I also thought there was no way CeeDee Lamb gets to you.
Yeah.
And then he did. So I am
indifferent.
I would love JPJ, man. I would be so hyped. He's one of my guys this year.
Would be pretty damn cool.
Dynamite duo.
Yeah.
I think he goes like 15.
Yeah.
At best case for him like sliding. Eagles my stack him at 10.
Yeah.
I don't think he gets past Pittsburgh at 17.
If Pittsburgh passes
with Daddy's
on him,
team. Well, actually, they just signed Patrick Peterson.
True.
So maybe.
Oh yeah.
Maybe. Commanders are going to go corner, I think, though. They just signed 2 offensive linemen. So be nice. But again, hopes are low on that standpoint there. Mark, is our new O-line coach better or a push to Philbin? Let's see. I kind of might go more of a push on that standpoint. It'd be nice to keep him around, but I'm not sold on that standpoint in terms of where things currently sit from that point. I'm going to add one more note in here. I do want to hit. Let's update Donovan Wilson. Should have a big player.
We want him.
Yeah, I'm just looking at that.
Cowboys want Donovan Wilson, guys. We're in stage.
But we said that.
We're back in the stage 3 and 4 area.
Kind of said that before. I'm not sold on it being the case here. I'm gonna shuffle around this order a wee bit. I don't need that one. Just shuffle around our post since we're gonna get there soon. Should be good timing. All right. By the way, Jets have re-signed Greg Zuerlein. Cowboys legend.
Really?
The numbers on Andre Dillard, 3 years, $29 million. So I was off by a decent amount. That's just under. That's 3 years, 9.93 per year. So I was off a little bit there. I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything new on this front. It's fine, whatever. Some more supers coming in. We will stay live as long as the supers come in. Then we'll get to our cut. We will do a news and rumors cut for you guys today here. From Royal Health Shop, draft Darnell in the second round, get a road grading tight end. If I could get him in the second, I am sprinting to the podium in a heartbeat. I am so on board with that as an option. I don't think he gets there. I don't think he should get there. But I would love to add Darnell Washington. I think he's a great football player, great upside there. I'm super intrigued by what he's able to do. And as just a blocker, as an upside pass catcher. Lot of ability. I think that is untapped from his perspective at this stage. So, thank you, Royal Health Shop. Also, signing beyond Greg Zuerlein. The Raiders are going to sign Eagles safety Marcus Epps. Eagles fans going to go, oh no.
They'll figure it out.
He's not that good. Yeah. That's fine. De'Ron Harmon's going to be a free agent then. Chris, what the money looks like for Epps? I think that's the minimum floor for Donovan Wilson. Whatever he gets, that is the minimum you can realistically offer him and expect him just to stick around. My opinion. Leroy Pearson Jr. Again, a $5 super chat. Are you confident in Terrence Steele's return, or consider DeJuan Jones? I'm in the second round. Round 2, I'm fine with DeJuan Jones. Big hulking offensive lineman, getting a Trent Brown potential type of player. Here's my issue. If I'm taking DeJuan Jones in the second, means I am out on Terrence Steele. Because I can't draft a second-round pick for insurance. I have to ride with him as my guy. So, in a bubble, sure, I don't mind that. I think at that point, you got to make a decision on what you're doing with DeJuan Jones / Terrence Steele. I'm a fan of Terrence Steele. I like DeJuan Jones. I think they're a good football players, I should say. But I'm not going to assume that you can have both of them at that level of investment. You got to make a call. If Steele is ahead of his recovery, that feels significant to me. But for now, I think I'd probably ride with him. Now, I think Jones will be my best player on the board in round 2, so I don't think about it. But I don't think I need both of them on my team. All right, we'll put 2 minutes on the clock here. Super chats, or we will do our cut, our news cut. If more stuff happens, we will we'll revisit in the end. We'll reset. So 2 minutes on the clock here. Otherwise, we're going to start our wrap-up cut and then sign off. Supers come in, we will revisit here as well. Go ahead and ask Brett if he wants us to loop it or not. Tell him what the numbers are, but it's been pretty quiet here. No Cowboys news beyond Michael Gallup restructure. Not even Zeke. What are we doing here? Cut Zeke. He's not good. Dumb. It's very dumb. Dumb. Annoys me. The latest signing is Marcus Epps to the Raiders. No details on the money. It's been a very quiet trade deadline standpoint. They're a 20-piece from Eddie Joe. There we go. Love to see it. All right, first Mark, then Eddie. Cheers. Pouring the shot glass here. Eddie Joe. Mark first up here. What's up with Cox? Cox out. I don't think he's come along the way they wanted it to. He's going to get a chance this year. Core special teamer, if he can become a better run defender. That's the big thing. I don't think they trust him against the run, and because they had guys like Van Der Esch and 3 safeties, they didn't need a coverage linebacker. They were okay there with the guys that were healthy versus not healthy. We'll see if things change this year. Eddie Joe, $20. Cheers. Too many shots today. DJ Chark over under $12 million a year. The most you'd pay him. Drink up. I'm going under. He got 10 last year and then he got hurt again. I think if you get 9, you're probably at the maximum for him. At least what I would pay him.
I'm just curious to see what receivers are going to go for this.
Because
last year was ridiculous.
0 receivers have signed yet.
None.
Not a single one. Also, the numbers on Marcus Epps' deal. 2 years, $12 million.
Really?
Yeah. I said that was the floor. You got to pay Donovan Wilson at least that. You got to give him at least $6 million a year to keep him, keep Donovan Wilson. If Marcus Epps is getting 2 years, $12 million. Oof. Thank you, Eddie Joe. Appreciate that. I'd pay him the $9 million there. Chris B. Zeke really going to stay? This front office has no clue. You got to make a deal by Wednesday. You cannot have him on your active roster at his current salary cap hit and base salary. Organizational malpractice if you do. From Mark, Garoppolo signed a cheap contract. He isn't too bad. I think it's fine money for what he got. It's a fair deal. It's kind of the Geno Smith deal, right? I think you're limited with him in the end. I'm unconvinced that the Raiders got better at quarterback.
Yeah.
Kind of don't think they did for what really amounts to maybe $7-8 million in savings-ish.
Cheaper at quarterback? I mean, cheaper and stayed the same maybe?
You know, let's put it to you this way. What's better? Derek Carr, Marcus Epps, and Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah.
Kind of like the same, right? Like I don't think Epps play. I don't think that really moves the needle on you.
Yeah.
Or for you, I should say.
I'm curious to see if that's going to work out in Las Vegas.
Yeah, we'll see. I still think they might end up drafting Will Levis when it's all said and done, by the way. Royal Health Shop. Thoughts on signing Levante David? I'm in. I have no issues signing Levante David. Would the Cowboys go that route?
Yeah.
A veteran, older linebacker? I don't know about that one. I don't know. I don't know about that. I'd be on board. I just unconvinced that's the route they choose to go when it's all said and done. So thank you, Royal Health Shop. Last call, potentially for now at least, on Super Chats. If they keep coming in, we'll stay live. If not, a little mini news cut here for you guys. We'll put that on demand too. And if any more supers come in, then we'll hang out there too. But it's been a marathon day here at Chat Sports. I was in here before 7 a.m. It's almost 5 o'clock here.
Oh, flies.
I have not had a complaint from my wife yet, which is nice.
That is nice.
It's nice to not have any of those yet. So get the supers in. So far, no deals yet for your Dallas Cowboys. All quiet on the Cowboys front. That's it. Not a single move made yet. Not even a re-signing here.
Well, they restructured Gallup.
That does not count. You've done nothing. Leroy Pearson Jr., in a nutshell, would you bring Anthony Brown back? Depends on the money. I am hesitant about a corner coming off a bad leg injury.
Yeah.
That raises concerns because, the Achilles worse than the knee these days. He might not be good next year. He might not be as good as he's been the past couple years. And at that point, I would want more of a sure thing. I have bodies right now at corner. I need some provenness. What I would do is monitor the Anthony Brown market. And if I don't take someone early at corner in this year's draft, then I might revisit it. But I would keep an eye on the Brown market, but I would probably rather draft somebody. I like the corner class. Round 1, round 2, and there's going to be a good football player for you. I'd take one there as opposed to investing more money in Anthony Brown. All right. If you want to get on the show, it is time to Super Chat. As long as Supers come in, we'll stay live, but they've slowed down. They have. So the Super Chat now, or we'll do our news cut here. All the different moves the Cowboys have made at this point. This is, by the way, our Super Chat menu. Any Super Chat is a shout out. $5 equals some beer cheers. 20 is a shot. 50 for tortilla slaps. $100 you go in the Cowboys beer hat of honor, and I will do a jungle bong out of the beer bong we have here to make it even too much effort to put the beers in and crack them open. We're actually kind of light on beers in the office right now, so we'll do a jungle bong instead. Have some fun with it. Chris B. McCarthy the scapegoat for the Joneses this year. If it doesn't work out, yeah, I think he's gone. I think they're going to blame him. I don't disagree with that necessarily either, because if your offense gets worse, will the personnel have been wise would have been why. Because you're probably going to be better on paper this year. If you add a receiver, tweak your offensive line, you shouldn't miss Schultz that much. You might get better with Zeke gone, whatever. It shouldn't be your personnel that's why.
Yeah.
Which means if you are no longer a top 5-ish offense, well, coaching staff, right? And at that point, Mike's the real change on offense. So that means it's him.
Yeah.
We'll wait and see. That ends up being the case, but I just,
I mean, Cowboys have averaged 30 points a game the past 2 years when Dak's playing, right?
Yeah, they've averaged 30 points a game when he's been playing. He's good.
And especially if he turns Herbert and that Chargers team into just a wagon of an offense, McCarthy will be gone.
Yeah, and you might want to do the whole bring back Kellen thing all over again.
As head coach.
That's kind of funny. Yeah, there is a universe in which that is. I'm not saying I'm advocating it or think it's going to happen. I'm just saying that is a universe that exists at this stage. So, all right. Last super chat. Oh, there it is, right on cue. Then we'll get the cut here. We can always drag it out a bit if we need to, like kind of hang out afterwards too. From Mark, $5. You heard of any legit rumors other than OBJ is signing for a player who can upgrade, love a Soto line or D line, have Smith retire, use that money? Bobby Wagner they've reached out to, which I think they've reached out to more than that, but
no Dalvin Tomlinson stuff as D lineman reports, or
pretty quiet.
Yeah.
They like phase 3 and 5.
Oh, they love hanging out in
phase 3
and 5.
Phase 3 through 5 is their business.
Jerry lives in
today.
Phase 3 and 5.
Hey man, the yacht's in frickin' not the Bahamas, the Caymans. They're in the Cayman Islands right now. The yacht is, at least I assume the Jones boys are there too. If the yacht's down there, it's not like the yacht gets shipped out or they borrow it. Like that's their yacht, so it's in the Caymans right now. It's just kind of where we're at this point there. Super chat's coming in here. Signing Chris Manhurts to the Denver Broncos doesn't move the needle at all.
Broncos active today.
Yeah. Broncos have been busy. Cowboys, nothing at this stage. A very quiet day for the Dallas Cowboys. Get your supers in. We will re-hit any that come, or not re-hit, we will hit any that come in as we will go ahead and break down everything that's happened so far today for the Dallas. Let's hit Cam's first. Cam's first. $100! JT! How about that? Let's go! $100 for JT!
JT!
Let's go!
The man, the
We're
myth.
going to do a news cut. Now I'm going to be hammered for it. Let's ride! Attaboy, JT!
Let's go!
Right.
The man, the myth, the legend.
JT, you're not leaving. We'll go to JT's first, then we'll go back to Cam's. Gallup money's going right back to Dante Fowler. Drink up. Tell you what, if they give Dante Fowler $7 million, I'm going to be in shambles.
Oh my God, no.
It's a massive overpay. They should give him 3 again, max.
Wow, JT, shout out to you, man. Shout out to JT.
JT, big baller there.
JT, I hope you're wrong, though. I hope you are wrong.
If there's only a half beer left, can you go get me another? Or how much is left in yours? That'll work. That's about 2 halves is a full beer, right?
2 halves is a full.
That's math.
Coors Light, Mark? You're a fan of Coors Light?
A little warm on the Coors Light. You love to see it. Pour that out. The key is to get all the air bubbles out.
That's an elite tactic what Tom's doing.
Because otherwise, you just start getting pockets of air, and it's just not very good in there.
Mark saying I'd expect Coors Light from a Philly fan. Brother Tom.
Coors Light's cheap.
Yeah, it's free beer in the office.
There's some Miller in there, but the Coors goes a little bit down a little bit easier. There we go.
Big move is going to be signing a random 4-string wide receiver and giving Dante Fowler $7 million a year.
They give Dante Fowler cut my life into pieces. All right, one more reset here. Want to go full screen on this?
Yeah. Tom, this is your second jungle one of the day?
This is my third.
Third jungle one of the day?
And I had a normal one too.
Here we go.
And I had 2 pieces of quesadilla here.
JT, we really do appreciate
Thanks,
it, my
JT.
man.
All right, here we go.
Tom Downey, down the hatch. You guys are going to get the most electric news cut ever. It's going down.
Oh, that was all Jack.
He felt it, man. The Cowboys aren't going to entertain you guys. We will entertain you guys.
It's not going to lay very well. There we go. That was all Jack at the end. That's the danger with it.
Yeah.
Woo! Thank you, JT.
Shout out to JT.
Let's answer Cam Hauser's $5 super chat here. Woo! I'm going. What is your top 10 free agent targets the Cowboys could realistically be in on when they make a damn move? That's a great question. Let me pull up my top 50 list here. See if I can get to 10. Whew. DJ Chark or Mecole Hardman. I'm going to go A'Shawn Robinson's more realistic. Or John Kaminsky. Bobby Wagner. Taylor Rapp / Juan Thornhill. I kind of wouldn't mind Bud Dupree instead of just go the cheap veteran edge rusher option. I wouldn't mind Dalton Reisner or Will Hernandez. And insert backup quarterback here. Thank you, Cam. Look, we'll do an updated free agent target list later on, I promise you. It's just a matter of what ends up happening there. All right. From Cowboys Sport Report by Charles in Charge. You said to read your chat question.
Right here.
Which one was it? Was it this one? I think that was the most recent one. If Osiris Torrance or John Michael Schmitz is there, I think we grab one because our line is practically rebuilt. Position was in Hargrave, Epps, others. NFC is ours. Eagles are good. I trust them. I'm not ruling out Philadelphia. I will rule out the Commanders until they get a quarterback, and I don't believe in Daniel Jones. I myself would go Osiris Torrance. Now, not everyone agrees with me, and that's fine. I think Torrance is your best non-Peter Skoronski interior offensive lineman, but I don't mind having his slower guards, and some people want faster, and I get that. I'm okay with guards being slower. I would go that route if I were the Cowboys. I have no concerns about that standpoint. Let me sure I didn't miss any. You said Terrence Steele's our new Eric Williams. Yeah, you went with Torrance and John Michael Schmitz. I would go Torrance. Not every reason, that's fine. But I think Torrance is I think he's going to be a mauler at guarding, kind of the Ron Leary style. Now, if you want to shout out on the show, hey, you got a super chat. Thank you, Cam. JT, the $100 super chat is, man, that's a lot of Jack Daniels and beer consumed today. That's a great way to not be in shape when it's all said and done. Wife just texted me finally.
First text?
When do you think you'll be home? Respond with, I don't know. There we go. All right, Rockhard Wallace. Time to admit Prescott is not the guy. Who is your guy then? Yeah. Like, if you want to move on, okay, whatever. I'm tired of having the same conversation of we admit he's a top 10 quarterback, but we want somebody else. So who's your guy? Who are we going with? We could ask you guys a couple years ago, trade Dak for the first overall pick. You would have said, yes, congrats, you got Baker Mayfield. Now you're screwed. Mm-hmm. Now you're looking for a new quarterback. Or you're recklessly paying out the wazoo for Deshaun Watson or Kyler Murray, who isn't as good as Dak Prescott. No. I think I get, look, he's not Mahomes. And if our mindset is he's really good, but he's not good enough to overcome the front office not spending money, I would agree. But that's not a quarterback problem. That's an organizational problem. That's not saying you don't like Dak. That's saying you don't like the Jones boys. And I'm on board with that. I think we all agreed, hey, you got worse on offense. That's probably not going to work out. Then it didn't work out, and we went, that's the quarterback's fault. But we agreed it wasn't going to work out. How is it the quarterback's fault? That's my mindset. I think you have a top 10 quarterback. Those guys are hard to find. Why I believe in Dak, to answer your the not safe for work version or the safe for work version there, Rockhard Wallace, funny name by the way, because I remember the Quincy Carter era. I remember Chet Hutchinson. I remember all of these quarterbacks who were terrible for Dallas. I've watched teams like the Jets and the Commanders not have a quarterback for a long time and be in an even worse spot than you are right now. Like if you could promise me a Mahomes, let's ride. Those guys don't exist.
No.
All right, those guys are uniquely rare. So my mindset would be, how about you spend like the Chiefs have?
Yeah.
They've spent money. You haven't. My concern, my root cause here is it's no different than the Romo era. I've had this take for 3 years. The Dak Cowboys and the Romo Cowboys are the same. Different ways to get there sometimes. Sometimes the offense is the problem. Defense is the problem. Stop pretending that the Romo Cowboys weren't immensely talented. They absolutely were. They had 13 Pro Bowlers one year back when that game mattered. But the singular consistency has been ownership. Unless you luck in to an elite quarterback, a Mahomes caliber QB, you're not going to get there. Honestly, you can plug in Burrow to this team. Do you get further? I'd say maybe a game.
Yeah.
If you get good Burrow, but Burrow's got the best receiving core in the NFL.
I mean, just look at
And then that's not a knock against Burrow. I love him. He's, I think, the second best quarterback in the NFL right now. But Josh Allen got as far as you did this year.
I mean, look at the Niners. They're literally building a roster. You could just plug and play quarterbacks.
Got Brock Purdy playing well. That's an organizational fit statement. Not a knock or pro on the quarterback. That's your team.
I mean, if I told you,
team standpoint.
Sam Darnold just went to the Niners today. He can make the Super Bowl with that roster.
I hate Sam Darnold, so I kind of don't want to. I don't want to agree on that one. I have slandered Darnold for years now, but that's a great point. You could have drafted Sam Darnold, who's been bad in the NFL.
Awful.
He sucks. He has never been good. We talk about people saying it's Kyler Murray's better. Is he though?
He's not better than that.
He's not. I think in general, I think Romo suffered from this too. We all suffer from first-round pick plot armor. He was a first-round pick, therefore he's good. Therefore he's good. Rock Hard says, Lamar Jackson's better. I think our root issues with Dak, lack of playoff success, right? That's fair. We all want more. I think at some level we're putting all of it on Dak for 28 years of ineptitude. Lamar's been even worse in the playoffs than Dak Prescott has been. So is that really better? Or is that just 6 of one, half a dozen of the other? Yeah. And do you want to pay Lamar more? If the money magically worked, I think I would take Lamar over Dak. If you promised me he's healthy. I think you're talking quarterback 5 versus quarterback 8, somewhere in that range. But not beyond that. Not now Rock Hard says Cooper Rush. See, you lose me. We're talking about a difference in points per game of over 10 with Rush versus Dak. But because the defense played super well, we ignore the fact that Cooper Rush actually had a higher turnover-worthy throw percentage than Dak, but those were dropped. Dak's hit Noah around the hands and picked off for a pick-6 game ender. We act like Cooper Rush is better, which it's just not true. It's just factually inaccurate. You don't need points, give me wins. You're talking about one of the most winning quarterbacks in the NFL since he entered the league. I would rather pursue what helps me win football games. If your argument is scoring 20 points gives me a better chance to win games than 30, I don't think we're living in the same reality anymore. That's just not backed by anything football related. It's fine to like Cooper Rush's backup. He's impressed me. He's done better than I thought he was going to. But if our argument is, the defense just happened to play better, therefore the quarterback, they're not connected there in the end. All right, truck in with Mike. Just because Earl Thomas. Cheers.
Cheers.
Not doing shots for Earl Thomas today. Leroy Pearson, money-wise, cheaper to restructure Zeke or sign Jamal Williams? What do you mean by restructure? Do you mean pay cut or just the simple restructure, push money off into the future? If it is the pay cut, I'm fine with Zeke then, if you give him a big-time pay cut. If you mean restructure, I'd rather cut Zeke, save the $10.9 million down the road, and give Jamal Williams 3 or 4. They're not that dissimilar of players, except Jamal Williams was more productive. I had a better offensive line, but he was more productive last year. So my solution is I'm going to move on from Zeke and draft a back round 3 or round 4 or round 5. Because it is a good running back class. I've got double-digit guys who are 4th-round grades or better. I think that's the most I've ever had. I'll do that route. Worst case, I'll take Deuce Vaughn in the 5th round or a running back that falls to me in the 5th round and be like, cool, there we go. We're all set. All right, get your super chats in if you want to be on the show. Past 500 tonight. Thank you all so much. If supers come in, hey, we will stay live. Otherwise, we'll do our cut and sign off here and call it a night because it's been a long day here at Chat Sports. Making sure I didn't miss any moves. Pretty quiet right now. Pretty darn quiet at this point. And see, Rockhard Wallace follows up with, "I love you, Tom." That's
just talking ball.
That's just we're just having a conversation. I'm glad he didn't take it as like a shot at him, as it wasn't the intent. But like, yeah. I'm totally fine having the conversations. And disagreeing, I think, is actually important.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, like, it's an echo chamber, and that doesn't actually lead to anything better. So thank you, Rockhard Wallace. We don't want to agree. That's fine. We're just in the end. We just want to win fucking games. Yeah, that's all we want. Exactly. Yeah. We want to sign somebody on day 1 of free agency one time. That's all we want. And that's why we're all so mad, because they haven't done shit today again. Yeah. So thank you, Rockhard Wallace. I appreciate that. All right. Want to do the cut? Yeah. We'll do the cut. If any other Cowboys super chats come in, we'll break it down for you too here. Should be some fun stuff here. Oh, hi, Sam. What's up, buddy? Yeah, we're going to do our cut here. We haven't done any post-prod if you're looking for things to do, if that's what you're asking for. I kind of don't think so, and that's what I thought. All right, that's fine. I mean, we'll take care of it there. Let's hit Leroy Pearson's super chat, then we'll start the cut here. He says, just want to say I love the Cowboys Report. Try to tune in daily. Time you do a phenomenal job with the news regarding the Cowboys. Thank you, Leroy. I really do appreciate that. If you haven't already, everyone watching, make sure you guys are subscribed. Free Cowboys videos every single day right here on the Dallas Cowboys Report. News, rumors, etc. right here for you guys, breaking down everything going on around America's team. Welcome into the Cowboys Report. I am Tom Downey. Day 1 of free agency underway, and the Cowboys have done nothing so far. Well, actually, that's not true. They did restructure the contract of Michael Gallup, which, I'm not sure that's the route you want to go. They take his $11 million base salary, make it into a signing bonus, push some money off into the future, and save roughly $7 million in salary cap space. In the short term, the money due down the road still has to get paid out, so it's locking him into this year, which is already the case, and probably next year as well. There's a troubling trend on this graphic sheet, isn't there? Almost fewer catches, but fewer yards, worse average. Michael Gallup did not look the same when coming back this year for the Dallas Cowboys. My hope is another year of recovery will get him back to 2019 version, right? 2020, the quarterback was hurt. 2021, well, he was hurt. 2022, he wasn't recovered. But that's 3 years in a row now of, especially the past 2 years, pretty mediocre production. The Cowboys need more out of Gallup. My concern is their receiver plan is, hey, Gallup will be better, Tolbert will contribute, we'll be okay. Which is a repeat of the exact errors they made last offseason. They still need somebody in free agency or in the draft to help out at wide receiver. Donovan Wilson, next up here. He's one of the Cowboys' top internal free agents. The Cowboys want to keep him. I will make note that Marcus Epps of the Eagles got a 2-year, $12 million deal with the Las Vegas Raiders, and I think that sets the floor of the market at the safety spot. If you want Donovan Wilson and you want to pay him the market rate, you got to pay him $6 million a year. I know that's more than what Malik Hooker, more than what Jaron Kearse got. Different year, higher salary cap, etc. Don't lowball him. You offer him 2 years, $6 million a year, he might walk. He might. That's what you gave Jaron Kearse, so you can make the argument, right? I don't know about that one there. I am concerned about losing Donovan Wilson in NFL free agency at this point. Him and Leighton Vander Esch will spend some more time on here in a little bit, but the Cowboys don't like doing business early in NFL free agency. They're a very cautious group when it comes to their roster moves, and to the detriment of many of our mental healths. Healths? What's the plural for health? The health of many of us from that standpoint. So with that in mind, I want to know your confidence level in the Dallas Cowboys. Scale it for me from 1 to 10. 1 on the low end, 10 on the high end. It's the pinned comment on today's show. So if an ad break comes here on YouTube, take advantage of it. Head down there. Let me know your confidence level in the Cowboys front office. If there's an outside big-name free agent, I don't know if there is one, frankly, might be Bobby Wagner. Multiple reports the Cowboys have reached out to Wagner. They had interest in him last year. Could it be the year the Cowboys go after the talented off-ball? Remember, this time last year, the Seahawks cut him. Dan Quinn's there. Cowboys have interest. They want to pay him big money. The answer was no. The $10 million a year the Rams give him was not enough. Now he gets cut from the Rams as they retool and rebuild on the defensive side of the football. Wagner is aging. He was really good last year for the Rams. I'm not sure I really buy the full-fledged all-pro. I think that's a little bit on the name brand standpoint, but he's not washed. He's not used up. He can still help. I think for 2 years, it's probably better than what Leighton Vander Esch is. And if you could sign up you could give him the same deal the Rams gave him minus a year, get out after 2 years. It's not that hard to actually make it happen. Now, today's Cowboys Report is sponsored by Athletic Greens. I take AG1 by Athletic Greens literally every day. Get comprehensive and convenient daily nutrition at athleticgreens.com/chatsports. I gave AG1 a try because I wanted better gut health and a supplement that actually tastes great. I take AG1 first thing in the morning, and I feel prepared to take on my day. Once Baby Livia's all set up with her breakfast, I make my own AG1. I don't feel the need for caffeine in the morning anymore, and I feel energized throughout the day. Plus, AG1 empowers the gut for whole body health. Covering my nutritional base for the day literally couldn't be any easier. That's why I trust AG1. I mix 1 small scoop of AG1 with water and drink it first thing each morning. Done. Just like that. I like that it costs less than $3 a day. It's a pretty good deal if you ask me. It's a really effective daily habit with the highest quality sourced ingredients, making it the old win-win. If a comprehensive solution is what you need from your supplement routine, then Athletic Greens is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and a free trial pack of, or for free 5 free travel packs when you go to athleticgreens.com/chatsports. athleticgreens.com/chatsports. There was one news item. Connor McGovern is now in the Cowboys Legends category. He has signed a 3-year, $23 million deal with the Buffalo Bills. That's an overpay for me, but hey, you know what, Connor? Congrats on your deal. Happy for you, my friend. 3 years, 23. So for now, tentatively, this could be your offensive line. Now, we'll see about Tyron Smith. Short-term deal. Figure out what happens there with him. Tyler Smith can play left tackle. I was not trying to pay Connor McGovern $7 million per year. That's too much money for me. I am not mad he's gone. I just want the Cowboys to do something on that standpoint. So are you mad that Connor McGovern left? I guess they don't pay Connors in Dallas. Y for yes, N for no. Sound off for me in the comments section. I'm typing in my N for no. Comp pick-wise, depending on what else you do and how he plays in Buffalo, you're in line for about a 5th-round comp pick. Could be a little bit lower, a little bit higher, but that's about what you're staring down on a long-term deal with Connor McGovern. Elsewhere on the offensive line, the report from Jane Slater, the Cowboys are going to wait on a deal for offensive lineman Terrence Steele. Now, he's coming off the torn ACL, but he was good for you last year, which is where you kind of remain in terms of the Steele standpoint. I'm okay waiting because I don't want to overpay. After what happened with Michael Gallup, I do not want to run the risk of overpaying for Terrence Steele at this point. I would rather be cautious and be patient than, recklessly give Terrence Steele what honestly could easily be $10 million a year. I think that is a fair number for a starting caliber right tackle. So we'll wait and see on that front. All right, some other rumors, items from Michael Gallup, Dallas Morning News. Players who could stay, who could leave. The likely to return category. CJ Goodwin. Hey, core special teamer. That's pretty easy. Carlos Watkins, the defensive lineman. I want to keep him. As your 4th lineman interior, he's good. Do I still want a bigger impact piece? Yes. But I don't want to go into the year with Neville Gallimore as DT2. That kind of concerns me a little bit there. Noah Brown. Hey, wait. Don't wait. If he is your receiver 4 or 5, that's fine. When he's your receiver 2, that's not very good. So pay him like a receiver 4 or a receiver 5, and I'm fine with that. Avion Collins, who I thought kind of surpassed Josh Ball down the stretch last year. We'll see about him. Played in the game down the stretch. Backup, depth, guard / tackle. I have interest on that standpoint as it relates to Avion Collins. Cheap deal, backup lineman. I'm down there. He also mentioned Donovan Wilson, who I want to keep him. I want to keep Van Der Esch. Quiet so far. We'll see what the money ends up looking like there. Guys who are not expected back. Brett Maher. Outside of one game, he played pretty well for you. I wouldn't be opposed to a cheap 1-year deal, but if you want to wait and see, I can get on board with that as well. More names coming, plus some Odell Beckham updates. But if the Cowboys, when the Cowboys make a move, we'll have a video for you, whether it's at 10 p.m. tonight or whenever. We will have updates for you. Subscribe so you don't miss out. All right, Dalton Schultz. I've had this take for a while now. He gone. Maybe he's a Charger. Maybe he's not, but I don't think Dalton Schultz will return to the Dallas Cowboys this upcoming year. Luke Gifford was on the list too, who I know they like as a core special teamer, but if you pay Van Der Esch, you might give Jabril Cox that role potentially. So keep an eye on Gifford, who I know that they like. If he gets a bigger role, though, he's gone. Let's go to Peters first here, and then we'll go back to that Wayne. Sorry, I should have mislabeled that differently. Peters probably also gone. Veteran, he might retire. If you're keeping Tyron Smith, by the way, I don't think you want Jason Peters as well, which he played a little bit for you, but replacement level, I suppose, there in the end. So we'll keep an eye on what ends up happening in the long term with Peters, other players. But Cowboys have made no moves at all so far. We'll go dream. I'll probably regret it. Who is your dream free agency signing for the Dallas Cowboys? Sound off for me in the comments section. Who do you want the Cowboys to go out and get? Any player who is available in free agency. Not trades, free agency. Sound off for me in the comments section. What player do you want to add in the open market? Sound off in the comments section. Update for you guys on Odell Beckham. The Cowboys have interest. Jane Slater said this, and she's spot on here. This is a Jerry Jones thing. Jerry wants OBJ. Steven, Clay, other guys, I don't think they're as sold on that standpoint. So we'll keep an eye on Odell Beckham. We will. At $20 million? Hell no. $10 million? Maybe. 5? We'll see. That would be the splash signing that wouldn't intrigue me all that much. All right, back to this question. We'll hit the supers and we'll sign off here, Patrick. We can do that. Name your dream free agent signing. Jerick McKinnon. That's where we're at. That's not a dream signing.
That would be sweet, though.
That's just a signing.
But
hey, you know what? You're being realistic. I appreciate that, my friend. Let's hit these supers here. Let's go rapid fire. It's been a long day. I gotta wind down here. Jeff C. How does the offense do under McCarthy with new play calling? Do Dak on the other side as a result? I hope so. That's your hope, right? Everyone gets better. Man, it might not go that way. It really might not. There's risk involved there. Jay Smooth. I don't want people to hate on Dak. When Jerry took away Cooper from us, Dak finally beat Brady and retired him too. Dak won't even won us a road playoff game, something Romo couldn't do. Again, you're not wrong. It's very funny. I had this conversation with John Machota at the Combine. Imagine if Dak played just like he did against the Bucs, but the Bucs scored 45 points and beat you because your defense played bad. None of us would be having this conversation right now. We'd all be like, wow, he played really well. It's not his fault. The offense played great.
That's a good point.
But because they won and then didn't play well against the Niners, it's a different conversation. Fair or not, that's the conversation. It's interesting. So, Jay, look, you have your top 10 quarterback. Tough to find those guys. Teams across the NFL still searching. The Giants just paid a not top 10 quarterback the same amount of money. Figure it out. From Mark, do we get comp picks for Connor? Likely a 5th rounder. Depends on what else you do, but for now, it's a 5th round pick, tentatively, for Connor McGovern. Jay Cochran, or Cochran, however you pronounce it there. Taylor Lewan is a free agent. Do you want a injured left tackle who can't stay healthy? Because you have one right now in Tyron Smith, who I think is better than Taylor Lewan. Maybe not by a lot, but you're in the same boat if you add Taylor Lewan. You're paying an injured, aging, older left tackle who has not consistently stayed healthy. I'm not sure that's the route you want to go if you're Dallas. And I wonder if there's that much interest in him, period. From Mark, potentially get 2 number 4s, 1 for Connor, 1 for a ton if he lose. Explain how we do not get a comp pick. How do we lose a comp pick? So comp picks work based on what you do overall. So if you sign, let's say you pay Levante David $12 million. That would cancel out your comp pick for Connor McGovern. If you sign players who are straight free agents, it'll balance out. So you sign players, you would lose a comp pick if you have one to give. You lose players, you gain a comp pick. Now the difference is players who were cut are not eligible for the comp pick formula. So Bobby Wagner would not count in the comp pick formula. Dallas loves to play that game. It's really designed to benefit the teams who did not sign guys. So in years past, when you didn't sign anyone, last year, when you didn't sign anybody beyond Dante Fowler, 1 year, $3 million, but you lost Cedric Wilson and Connor Williams or Randy Gregory, you got comp picks back there. So it's probably going to be a 5 for McGovern. The number on Schultz will help influence a 4 or higher. Chris B, good show. Tell me if the Cowboys surprise sign someone good tomorrow. That'd be nice. Am I sold? No, I'm not sold. They'll sign somebody. I wouldn't mind it, but it'd be a fun move there. By the way, other news item here. Actually, let's do this first, then we'll go to there. Our draft channel, trying to get to 3,000 subscribers. New number, 2385 is our current number. Let's get to at least 240. We get 15 new subscribers on our NFL Draft YouTube channel. You guys have been great. We're trying to get that channel monetized as fast as possible. So go subscribe, youtube.com/NFL YouTube.com/chatNFL. We are 15 subs away. Go do it right now. While you're subscribing, I am shocked it was this cheap. David Long, Dolphins.
Oh, wow.
2 years, $11 million.
Really?
That's it?
Really?
He was coming off injury. I guess I was higher on him, but like I'm looking at Alex Anzalone getting 3 years, 18.5.
Yeah, and he's getting two for.
Looking at TJ Edwards get 319.
I wonder if Jerry's looking at that and saying, Leighton,
do 3 years, 3 years 20. How's that sound?
3 years 20? Yeah.
Not getting my hopes up there. That's a low market for David Long. Linebacker market is a little bit quiet. I think that benefits the Cowboys from the Leighton Vander Esch standpoint, but we got to wait and see there. So go subscribe in the meantime to our NFL Draft YouTube channel, youtube.com/chatNFL. Love that deal for the Dolphins, man.
That's a great deal.
Good deal.
Dolphins have been making moves.
It's a good deal. All right. 2386 is the current number.
Come on, y'all.
Go subscribe to our NFL Draft YouTube channel. We just spun it up here. Free videos every single day. Super's coming in here. We'll stay live as long as the supers come in here. YouTube.com/chatNFL. Can we get to 240? I don't know. Go subscribe. Let's enter the super chat in the meantime here. Michael Campbell. Who would you like a cornerback in the draft? Well, there you go. We'll spend a lot of time on the draft stuff on our draft channel. YouTube.com/chatNFL. Love Joey Porter Jr., man. I would
You're
love
kind
it.
of speaking this into existence.
It's probably
would
not
look
going to happen, but
awesome.
Imagine
he would
it
look
happen.
awesome in a Cowboys.
He would. His photos go hard. I think Christian Gonzalez, Devin Witherspoon are gone for sure. Porter's most likely gone, but hey, stuff happens. Who knows? Yeah. I could live with Deonte Banks. I like Emmanuel Forbes. I will always stand for the guy with like 18 career interceptions, but he's 166.
Yeah, that's
he's
so
tiny,
light.
man.
That is light.
Like he is tiny. I just don't know if he can get there. I don't. Like I think you're betting he gets up to 170s. That's just ugh. Beyond that, I think Julius Brent is a classic Dan Quinn corner.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind Keely Ringo in the second round.
I feel like Dan Quinn would love Keely Ringo.
Yeah, long, athletic corner,
Yeah.
fits his mold.
Great upside.
I don't want him in round 1, but round 2, sure. Cam Smith kind of falls in between round 1, round 2 for me. That's a lot of good corners. I want to take one this year. As for trading for Darius Slay, Cowboys aren't going to do that. He wants record-setting money at corner. Not going to get my hopes up there. We are 7 subscribers away from 2,400 on our NFL Draft. We just posted, by the way, yesterday. It was yesterday. My latest NFL mock draft. I had a corner going to Dallas in that. I think I did. 95% sure. Been a long day of drinking and not much eating, so keep that in mind there. Long day of that, but I'm going to double check. Survey says I had a corner to the Cowboys there. So go subscribe, youtube.com/chatNFL. Free videos on the NFL draft. We are 7 subscribers away. I'd love to do that before we sign off. Yeah, I would.
We can do it.
7 away.
Help us out.
Help us out. So I'm going to go eat food, get the VOD cut up on demand there. So, Tony Perez, I'm not going to say who I picked, but you're right. Can't give it all away. So go subscribe, youtube.com/chatNFL. 5 away. I'll pound this beer if we get there as we sign off. How about that?
5 more people. End it off strong. We'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully with some
more videos tomorrow.
Hopefully with some more
It'd
news.
be nice if they did something tomorrow.
Yeah, Cut and Zeke's happening tomorrow, Tom. So
you got less than 24 hours, man. You got to make a decision here.
You
You got to go. Oh, I guess it's
so if nothing happens
tomorrow, 24 hours.
Nothing happens until Wednesday. He's just on that deal pretty much.
For now, I mean, they could still cut him, but like at that point, why are you waiting?
Yeah,
like that's my issue of like.
Why would you not just get the money for a free agent?
Do it.
Yeah,
like make a call there. It's just like it's ridiculous. So 4 subs away.
Come on, y'all. 4 more people.
Come on, go subscribe. youtube.com/chatnfl. Free videos, NFL draft focused on that channel. I'm making sure I didn't miss any moves. 3 away. Man, I would have given David Long 211 in a heartbeat. Kind of surprised he didn't do it. Surprising to me.
Dolphins.
Market just must not have been good. Dolphins are winning the offseason so far.
Yeah, I mean, really are.
They've
Changing
done
the
quite
whole
well.
side of the ball.
They've
Mike
done
White
quite
was
well.
even a good pick if Tua is not able to go next year at any point.
2 away.
Come on, y'all. Two
Come
more
on.
people.
Come on.
And then, hey, we'll stop asking for it once we get 2 more people. Think about that.
Yeah, there you go. Hassan Ridgeway officially 1 year, $4 million. That's fine. It's kind of the $3 million guaranteed, so expected there. 2 subs away. I like Brian Chavez putting in F Chugs there too. That's fun. I like that. You can always type in F Chugs here. Jenkins, can we get could have gotten Ramsey for Joseph in a second. You could have.
You easily could have.
You could have, but you didn't. Too busy in the Cayman Islands for vacation there. Go subscribe to our NFL Draft YouTube channel, youtube.com/chatnfl. Free NFL draft videos all throughout the offseason. What's up, Sam? You just peeping in? You just peeping in? You being a creeper? We're a sub away from our 2.4K on NFL Draft channel.
away.
1 sub away.
Who's
1.
going to be the lucky fella?
That is it. Hit that subscribe. Go subscribe over there. Links in the comment section and links in the description too today for today's show. More NFL draft coverage. There it is.
There we go.
We got there. All right. It is time to sign off. If you missed all the latest, we will have an on-demand video for you guys here in a little bit. Be back again tomorrow with all of the latest on the Dallas Cowboys. So again, make sure you are subscribed to us here at the Dallas Cowboys Report. We're going to sign off here momentarily. I'll finish the beer for 2.4 NFL Draft Channel. Go Cowboys.